LV,
Yes?
as you wake up, you feel your body aching. It is a familiar ache that you felt yesterday morning, as your max HP is reduced by 10.
Dude. I'm gonna get up and feel like an old lady. Get out of the room. I'm gonna knock on the door. Knockity knock knock knock.
I guess I'll get it.
Good.
Just waiting for someone else to speak up, but I guess it's on me.
It is on you. You're the one who made the agreement.
True.
And as soon as you open the door, LV's head kind of just leans on your shoulder, like, "Good morning."
Good morning, LV. I'm sorry I didn't answer quicker. Didn't
okay.
realize it was that time already.
I'm beginning to hate mornings.
Jubilee will just kind of pat her on the back, there, and do the casting of the restoration of the greater variety.
Much better. Stands back up again as if nothing happened. Reaches out and gives you a good pat on the head. Runs fingers through your hair a bit. Says, "Thank you."
Anytime, LV.
Thank you. Give her a quick hug. And
Julie will give her a hug back.
are you
Just, unless it's not an emergency, just be a little patient with me. I'm not the most morning person, she says, kind of pointing at her messed up hair right now.
Oh, you look beautiful as is. Do not worry.
Oh, thank you.
I assume you need time to get ready, though.
I will, and I assume the other two also might need some time to get ready and wake up.
Of
Hubert,
course.
who is already awake and drinking coffee, just looks over to the statement.
Good morning, Hubert.
Hello, Ellie.
How are you?
I only say that statement because you wait on the third one in this room.
He is a patient man. Sure, it is fine.
Well, he has to be in order to put up with me. Either that or I have to be a patient woman. I'm not sure which it is yet.
I suppose patience is a virtue amongst both of you. All of us, even.
Yeah, now if only our three rockheads could figure that out.
Yeah, as she says this, LB, like, her eyes slowly drift to the other room, and you just see, like, this mild look of irritation.
In that other room, snoring
Yes.
Dragonborn.
Yeah. snoring dragonborn, snoring dwarf, snoring goblin, all at once. I swear there's like a cave full of bears in there.
Are you sure that's the curse that caused you to be tired this time?
Perhaps a little of column A and a little of column B. Anyway, I shall let you get on with your morning preparations. I still need to finish mine.
Might I suggest next time, find your own room? Or maybe share with Otto. He might be a lot more of a quiet roommate.
That is... I will be doing that at my earliest convenience, thank you.
Jubilee just nods, pats Elvie on the head, then closes the door, going to get ready.
Okay. I will return begrudgingly into the sound of whirring saw blades.
Oh, Lord Draco.
Bacon. God,
just from BC goblin noises.
Steve was, as per usual, falling asleep while standing. She's just standing on the bed.
Standing on the bed, eyes wide open. Just...
Yeah, it's not snoring that gets you with her, it's that.
She's just straight up a horse. Just I wonder how she does that. Anyway, and she'll begin her morning prayers and spell preparations, just in case. Trying to be as calm as possible amidst the swarm of bees from all directions.
So, it'll eventually get up. And we'll look around.
Hello, my lady.
Hello, Hubert.
Good morning, Needle.
Good morning.
How are you? How are you this morning?
I slept all right, thank you. You'll get out of bed and start freshening herself up.
So, what's the plan again today?
Well, we came to the city and checked how it was doing. It seems like it's doing okay. And we've notified Zardak of the situation and he should be able to send help. With that taken care of, let's just head back to the Lady in the Flame.
There's something else we were supposed to do.
Was there?
Kind of remember, but nothing's coming to mind.
Hubert,
Yes.
do you recall us having to do anything else here?
Not that I am aware of.
Maybe I'm just misremembering something. Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, we'll head to the door. We'll head to the door and open up.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna head out and try to offer my help to people on the street.
All right.
Poppy's coming too, so I'm gonna go probably do that for a little bit, and then once I don't think I can help anymore, I'll be back.
Very well.
Oh, is Jubilee gonna do her thing today too?
What thing?
I believe we were talking about something like convincing the people that the king was a bad person or something like that.
Oh, right. It all worked beautifully. You were going to help motivate the people and get them on the rebels' side and whatnot.
She just snaps her fingers like, that's what I was forgetting. I can't believe that slipped my mind. I'm so sorry about that. That is actually very important. DM is demanding I do something.
Not you.
Nope, it's demanding
Oh.
I do something.
Oh,
I'm
my bad.
I am doing a brainy brain check for brainness.
So brain.
Nope,
Which thing?
don't remember it all. No thinking. No thoughts are empty. Can't concentrate due to snoring.
You, as you're racking your brain, you look around the room, only to make direct eye contact with Beastie, and it causes you to flinch as you briefly briefly forget that she sleeps with her eyes open.
Ah! Oh god. I'm never gonna get used to that. Just takes a few deep breaths, like, calm down, calm down. Porter flops out of the bed, continues snoring.
Right, so what kind of thing should I say during this speech? I guess it would be.
I just cracked my neck and made my entire right half of my body go numb for a second.
Oh, that's not good.
That felt awesome.
As long as you have feeling back,
Oh yeah, I can.
good.
I mean, I can't really tell you not to do that, considering I do that all the time.
Doesn't sound very pleasant.
Well, it's probably the reason I've got like a cold chill on the right side of my neck every so often.
Yep, that'll do it.
Anyway, continue.
So, what kind of things should be said at the announcement/speech or whatever we want to call it?
Could probably mention the item that he was going to use against the people in the statues. George is standing outside the door.
Good morning, George.
Good morning.
Yeah, that might be a start, but then again, we'd also have to convince the people that the people he used it on were, in fact, just criminals. Or rather, that they weren't danger to society, as it were.
I mean, there is also the other rebels that you could potentially talk to if the captain knows of any of them. Having witness testimony could also help pretty well with getting people on their side. Or if you just want to convince them about the basic fact that turning people into gold, no matter what the circumstance is not a good punishment, could also be a good way to go
Especially
about
without a trial. Yeah, these are all good bullet points I should bring up. But I'm pretty sure if this does work, it'll make things a lot easier for us. Hence the reason why we're doing this, Adel.
Yes.
And even if people aren't convinced, you still put the thought into their head. Something to think about.
Plant a seed for a crop later down the line, I suppose, as the analogy would be.
Right.
I don't know. I dance mostly. I'm not good with it. I'm not good with just speaking sometimes. Sometimes.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys notice. It's like I don't usually do prepared stuff. I do stuff on the fly, and it just sometimes works.
I mean, do you think I think that'll work better than do that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that this gets done correctly, but Billy just kind of crosses her arms and just closes her eyes to think. Too bad I don't have the decorum like you do, Adel.
That comes from many years of experience.
Yeah, well, I kind of forewent that last we remember my running away thing.
Well,
Kind of skipped those lessons.
now's the best time to learn.
Well, I hope I can be the best representative for you in this entire scenario then.
I'm sure you'll do your best.
I'll do my best. I'm just hoping my best is good enough.
Important thing is that you at least tried to help.
Yes.
Getting some first-hand witness testimony might help. Maybe if we can find that gentleman that Otto accidentally freed. He'd be a good start, probably, as a first-hand witness.
Then
Yeah,
let's go find
potentially.
him.
Well, I could always ask the bartender, though I'm pretty sure he's not happy with us, considering how everything went.
I think that he's fine with us.
Well, I guess I know my first objective is to get some... Get, like, maybe like a one witness and a testimony from a rebel. That should help the speech at the very least.
Very well.
Alright, I'll get on top of that then. Julie will gather her things and head on down.
I'll head down as well.
Okay.
Snore.
And what about the Tweetle 3?
Well, I mean, Thorgrim will eventually pick up and just sort of stretch old man bones. And will turn to look at Elvie, who is glaring at him with a look of very, I wouldn't say killing intent, but like,
If looks could kill.
if looks could kill, Thorgrim would be a dead man. And just goes, "What? I was tired." and then Elvie just goes, "Out." What? Out.
A couple moments later, Gelodius kind of sits up. Been such a long time since I've had a nice, comfortable bed like this.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, hey, LV. You really should try these beds. They're really comfortable. It doesn't look like you slept very well.
Elvie's eyebrow begins to twitch. I slept fine, thank you.
I'm trying my hardest not to say a stupid line right now.
Say what the father would say. Go ahead.
Come on, you should really treat yourself a little better than that.
Elvie's eyes start to glow bright electric blue.
I'm waiting for you to care to repeat that.
Yeah, no, that's like her non-verbal equivalent.
Oh, I've seen this look before. It looks. I'm sorry, I just saw shit posting. Damn it, Obi.
Huh?
You know what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that made me do a double take too. Elvie points a finger at him, and you see a spark starting to form, and she just says, "Ouch."
Well, I was gonna say at the glowing eyes. The line I put in shit posting is what he says next. I sense I've made a mistake of some kind.
Yeah, exactly.
Just gathers his stuff slowly and slowly backs out of the room. Like, they take an extra care to close the door quietly.
So it's 2 out of 3.
Beastie's ears will twitch, and she will look around. Oh. And she'll look to Blue Hollow. Hello, Elf. Where everyone go?
They are beginning their morning.
Oh. Okay.
You slept in quite late.
Yes. Be tired.
Did you not get a peaceful sleep?
Me no know what that is.
Elvie's like, she looks really bad, but then slowly softens at that thought. She goes, and then walks over. Have you never known a peaceful sleep? Ever?
No? What peaceful sleep?
Do you have nightmares?
Me no know. Me no feel comfortable when we sleep. Because when you sleep, it's when predators come kill you. Or slavers. Or slave predators.
Labradors.
That's why me sleep standing. So when me waking up, me can immediately start punching. And she goes into her stance.
Problem. Can I tell you something?
Yes, Elf?
You don't have to worry about that.
Me hear a story about time Zardak went to others' place and then they burnt down building when they sleep.
Here's the counterpoint I'm going to make, though. Was he with anyone?
Yes.
Who was he with?
A dwarf with flamethrower, other sneaky dwarves.
Ah. Well, the point I am trying to make is you do not need to be as alert. Do you know why?
No.
Elby does the forehead lean and he says, because I'm here.
Aw. Elf, thank you.
You are welcome.
But who will protect you while you protect me?
Everyone else.
But who will protect them while they protect you while you protect me? And who will protect me while me protect them while they protect you while you protect me while I protect them while...
Elby flicks Beastie on the forehead. Stop.
She'll stop.
Elby will hug Beastie tightly and just say, "You poor thing. Not knowing a peaceful sleep in your life, that's so hard. I'm so sorry."
Beastie stickers. Calm, Elf, calm. Me goblin. He used to this.
You shouldn't be.
When in Neston, we have to be on guard, protect Broodmother.
I know. It doesn't mean it's right. I mean, protecting the ones you, I suppose, well, love would be probably a strong term, but protecting those important to you is a very noble thing to do, but you have to take care of yourself too.
Me take care of myself plenty. And she slaps herself on the thigh. Me build big thigh so me sleep standing easily.
Oh, right. You know what? Never mind. Just if you ever feel the need to properly sleep in a bed and just relax, sleep near me. I will make sure that you aren't ever harmed and you can have a good night's rest.
Okay.
Good. Now, I believe we're keeping the others waiting. We should hurry along.
One thing, Elf.
Yes.
Person that said thing to you that's make you very scared. Me no managed to kill him last time me here.
I know.
You know?
Yes.
Cheers. Okay.
I'll kill him this time.
Yeah. And she just reaches for his sword. When he scare you again, tell me and me kill him.
No. I must speak with him.
Okay. Then she cracks her knuckles. Then me just punch him unconscious.
If he attacks me or says something particularly grievous, I give you permission to defend him, but please do not injure him too much.
What's his meaning of too much?
At least allow him the ability to speak and think.
She grins and points to herself with her thumb. No worries, me know how to do that.
There are some things I have to say to him.
She
I need
nods.
to tell him that I am not who I used to be.
Me think you are who you used to be.
Explain.
You just grew. But you still you.
Elby smiles. You're right. I am who I used to be, but I have grown. I have become a better version of myself.
Yes.
She'll reach down and sort of rub Beastie's head.
Beastie seems to enjoy this before she starts trotting along to head downstairs.
And when she gets to the entrance, Elby will call it one more time. Elf, or Goblin.
He still turned to her. Yes, Elf?
Love you.
She gives a thumbs up back.
And Elby will follow after.
Slap thigh. This baby can stand for so long.
Exactly. This baby,
There were super kicks involved.
this baby stands for hours on end.
Can even stand when I'm not focused. Watch.
Isn't that all the time? No.
Me, I'm focused, just not on standing. Yeah, I'll start heading over to the barkeep. Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
You have a clock?
No.
Do you know anyone that does?
No.
She grimaces. Right. Thanks.
Bartender.
Yes?
When everything went down when we were here last time, there was an individual that you helped protect. Do you know where he is?
He just looks at you confused as he didn't help protect anybody.
The individual that was a statue and then not a statue.
Oh, I don't know what happened to them.
You don't?
No.
Dang it. It didn't, like, run off, or you saw where they ran to, or... Dang it.
All I know is once we were ejected out of that dimension we were put in, they went off, and I haven't seen them since.
What they hid with you, but...
That once they got ejected from the thing, they ran off. Is what they said.
No, I got that. I thought after they ejected, the owner hid.
I mean, you don't know what happened when they got ejected, because that didn't happen until 24 hours after you guys left.
For some reason in my mind, it happened as we left.
Nope.
Anyways. Oh, thank you anyways. So, again, I apologize for everything that's happened.
It's alright, I suppose.
Guess I'll go ask around and see if I can find this individual.
And we'll just look over. Why don't you go with Autumn?
That's a good idea. Because
Oh,
perhaps I could ask other people their stories as Otto helps them.
Well, it is more the case that Otto said that he was going to help the people who had worse patches, and that's how he was the one that freed the other one. That means that you'll have potentially 2 to 3 testimonies by the time he's done.
Good idea. I better go and catch up with him. Neither of you would happen to have a paper and quill, would you? So I could write down these testimonies?
And he'll just gesture to Hubert.
Hubert will be holding paper and quill.
Jubilee will take them, kiss Hubert in the cheek, say thank you, and then rushes to catch up with Otto.
Hubert, it might be a good idea if you go with her.
You said.
Yes. Oh, and I'll be fine on my own here.
If you want, sure.
Let's take care of her.
Otto, I'm going out on my own. Suddenly gets Jubilee. Suddenly gets Hubert. I'm okay with one of these.
Don't know which one of these is that's supposed. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Oh no, it would be Hubert. He likes Hubert.
He's the one he's okay with.
Yeah,
He likes Hubert.
He-
He's
he-
so
he and Hubert-
Jubes.
He and Hubert are friends. Hubert trained Otto in the ways of armor and weapons.
What's he got against Jubilee?
Many
Jubilee
things.
has done nothing but try to protect him.
Well, for one, you kept calling him a child.
But he also said he was a child. Even he was
Otto thinks in
surprised.
his own head.
Even Otto was surprised. Was like, he is not a child, and everyone, even all, is like, what?
Otto, I'm not.
Man has been babied and pampered and taught magic, and he thought he was okay with life. He's still a child.
Everyone. He is child. Hubert, he's 19.
Nani?
Meanwhile,
Or
it
Otto likes him so much that Hubert treats him as like an adult.
was the opposite. Like, I'm an adult. No, you're a child.
Jubilee just being like early mid-20s, like, I'm not that much older than you. I can still do big sister role with you. Yeah, sorry if you don't mind if I tag along, Otto. I want to get some witness statements that might help their case when it comes to all this situation.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I was gonna try to find like a nice little center area to advertise at least, because I don't really know if there's any, way for me to tell if someone's close to them or not.
Yeah, I can probably help you out with that. Again, I didn't mean to be intruding on your mission. Unfortunately, my lead ran cold. Yours is the next best thing I got.
Oh, I mean, that's fine. I can at least do with 3 different people. Well, 2 people technically, and then my ring will help me with the 3rd.
Hello, Alpha.
Oh, hi, Mr. Hubert.
Oh, hey Hubert, why aren't you with Adel?
I was told to tag along with you two today.
Are you sure about that? I mean,
Don't you mean 3?
Oh, my apologies. I'm unused to Hoppy being in this state. Hoppy will just give a thumbs up to this.
it's cool, man. Well, if you're sure, I suppose. Don't want Adel to be all by herself, but I guess the rest of the group is with her.
Yeah.
No, don't think I need that much protection.
Yeah, I doubt they'll do anything dumb.
Looks to Otto. You know,
As
you
Otto
say
keeps
that, but
strutting
now
along.
as you say that, and now I've got a bad feeling.
Otto strutting along without a care in the world still.
This is how you split the party correctly, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it?
Splitting the party is never correct. Shush.
Now thinking back,
I invoke the idea of chaos.
you don't say chaos, but thinking actually back to my own campaign for a moment. In every single arc, quote unquote, the party very regularly splits up into like smaller groups, and that's only backfired once. Weird how that works.
They have the individual split, which is somehow usually always goes wrong.
Yeah, he tried to break into and out of prison. He
Go
broke
away.
into prison. He broke the people he was trying to get out of prison, but he wasn't able to break himself out of prison, funnily enough. And the other
I missed most of that because
Yeah,
Discord decided.
that was really
Yep, Discord kind of took a dive.
really, goddamn.
pretty
Well,
massive shit there.
basically, some guy had a personal mission to break someone out of prison. Instead of telling the party he broke into prison, he broke that person out of prison, but then got caught and stuck in prison. So the rest of the party had to break him out of prison. And the other one, there was a
Wait,
side.
who did that? Was that Charlie?
No, it was in the One Piece campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the other one. The whole party was busy with plot stuff except for this one character. He's like, I've got to help around. And he found a side quest he decided to do. I'm like, listen, don't do this by yourself. You'll die. He's like, watch me. And he did it by himself and he did not die. So, yeah, that was pretty fun.
One of my favorite things in the previous campaign was anytime the party split, it would always be a group of people, Obi.
Well, Obitus is a group of people.
And anytime Obi found something that was even slightly relevant, he never told the rest of the party.
Yeah.
It was because it was always something that was relevant but was very detrimental. And so Obi would always went, huh, that's fucked. Moving on.
Well, that's terrifying. Moving on.
That is not good, and if the party finds out, they will assuredly be upset. Well, I can keep this to myself for a little while.
Continues to read book.
Nani? Well, this is your mission, so lead the way. Oh, and there he goes.
As you all are walking along, you see that there is a kobold currently standing in front of a statue, as he or as they're mumbling to themselves, holding their hands up, sigils appear around their hands and begin floating around the statues before the sigils quiver and then burst into magical particles, with the kobold sighing to this as they seem to be frustrated with their inability to make any progress.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to turn some of these people back into people. It's not working very well.
Oh, I can help with that.
Hopefully. I'm not sure.
I mean, if it works, you can just pay attention to what I do, because I'm kind of the reason why this all happened in the first place. So I kind of need to have some responsibility here.
Okay. He then turns to watch you.
Otto will then walk up to the statue. He was going on. He will mutter his incantation, and will cast Dispel Magic on the statue.
Hold on.
Statue explodes into shrapnel. Oh god!
Alright. So. As you cast Dispel Magic on this statue, Otto, you find that it does not take effect, unlike the last time it seems to work.
Huh. Otto will then cast Detect Magic on himself and look at the statue.
The statue is magical, technically. Roll an Arcana.
Can Hoppy try to assist me?
Hoppy does not know anything about magic.
I
Damn.
mean, I can assist you.
Hoppy has an intelligence of -3. He barely understands how he barely understands how things work.
And yet he is
Jubilee is helping me.
and yet it knows enough to backfast Otto every day.
That's just instinct right there.
He did it as a cannon, now he's just doing it as a fucking as himself, as a Hoppy.
Tell me what your role is. I'm not currently at the computer.
27.
Alright, so Otto, as you are thinking, you begin to realize that petrification, once it takes full effect, nothing short of a greater restoration spell can actually fix it.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Otto will then look to the kobold. What spell were you trying to cast when you did that?
Trying to cast one of the restoration spells, but I don't have enough ability to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the one that I did a while ago was kind of a fresher one, because if the full petrification has taken effect, only greater restoration will fix it.
Yeah, I know. He says a
Well.
bit downtrodden to this.
Well, that's a good thing you brought me along then.
Would you like to give it a shot, Jubilee? Actually, first, Hubert, can you try to see what you can do with it?
I am unable to cast Greater Restoration, Otto.
Yeah, but don't you have can't you do things with your hands?
My,
Jubilee just kind of grins at that statement.
my abilities can stop disease, but that is about it.
Oh,
But because lay on hands cannot heal petrification.
Huh.
Good. It
Okay.
ain't that good.
It can neutralize one poison or one disease, but that's it.
Huh. Okay.
There goes my other level 5 of the day.
As you begin to perform, you see the gold slowly come off of the individual who seems to be an elven woman who falls to her knees, gasping, as this is probably the first breath of fresh air that she had gotten in a long time.
Aldo will offer her a hand up.
She takes it and then realizes that even with her on her knees, you are still shorter than her, and just looks at you.
He'll then offer his staff for her to use as leverage.
She will slowly stand before thanking you all for helping her.
Just take it slow. It's been in there quite a bit, so... Do you remember what happened before you were made this?
She does not seem to want to talk about that, given as this is her first chance of freedom, and that has probably been the only thing on her mind while she was petrified.
I understand it might be
Otto
hard
will-
to talk.
Oh no.
Otto will then offer her a ration and will say, we're trying to help people realize that the thing that happened to you was also really wrong. So whenever you're ready or whenever you want to talk about it, we're gonna be staying at the inn just down the road. He'll mention whatever the name of the inn was, since I don't know it out of character.
The name of the who?
The inn. I don't know if there ever was a name for the inn that we stayed at.
There
There was
wasn't.
never a name.
Oh, okay. They'll describe
Blah,
the inn
blah,
that they're
blah,
staying
inn.
at, and we'll pretty much say, so whenever you're ready to talk about it, we'll be at the inn, or there'll be people at the inn that you can talk to about that.
He nods to this. Thank you.
If it makes you feel any better, the king has been overthrown.
He has.
He is currently locked up.
She frowns a bit to this, but nods.
Again, I know it must be hard, but I'm trying to gather testimonials and tell the people of why he was, not a great person.
Julie, if she's not ready to speak yet, don't try and force her.
I know, Whenever you're ready, we'll be ready to listen.
She nods to this.
Julie will give a slight bow before getting ready to move on with the rest of the group, I suppose, wherever they're going.
Otto will then turn and just say, if we need to be able to do greater restoration, then I don't think there's anything I can... Well, actually,
I mean, I can do it 2 more times, but after that, I'm completely tapped for the entire day.
yeah, I can also ask if there's people I know of anyone that's been recently petrified and see if that works.
Yeah. Just try to save these as much as I can, because I've got a feeling that anyone who's been in there longer might have a lot more trauma, too.
I mean, that's why I was gonna probably do it to where we recommend people that have close family members or anything like that that had people petrified. If we can unfreeze them. Because then, generally speaking, the family could probably explain what happened, or the close relatives or friends could be able to explain what happened, and then we can kind of get an idea of what happened.
You're right. It's just so much easier when I'm flying by the seat of my pants, as it were.
I don't know what that means.
You know how we improvise a lot.
Why not just say improvise?
I'm working on analogies, and I'm still failing at it.
Making a turn of phrase takes something mundane and makes it more interesting.
Points at Hewert, what he said.
Huh. Okay. And I'll keep walking along. Let us know if you need any more help with anything. What was your name?
My name's Risalar.
Nice to meet you, Risalar. I'm Otto, and this is Hoppy.
Hello, Otto and Hoppy.
And that's Hubert, and that's Jubilee.
Jubilee will wave.
He waves back. The poor sighing and walks along and pulls a target off of another gold statue that he then begins using incantations on.
I have a feeling we're going to be with him for a while.
Otto continues just to walk past them. As Otto will then pull out a sign and will write down on it. You have. I'm trying to think of what would be the best way to do this. Family or close friend petrified. We can help.
I have an idea. I don't know if the DM will allow the stretching of this spell. But if you want to try calling out and seeing if anyone responds.
I mean, you can try that yourself if you want. Do you have any idea of how to like explain it better?
This will go great.
Just pretty much say if they have any recent family members or close friends that were turned to gold and speak to us and kind of give us an explanation of where we're at.
Yeah, so I guess I'll do it on myself then, because if Otto's not gonna speak, I was gonna open to stretch the part where it says my voice booms up to 3 times as loud. Like, maybe if I hold a cone and Otto does it, but I'll just do it on myself and call out for anyone who has had close friend or family member recently turned to gold to come see us and give us details about it.
Your voice booms through the streets and carries across the city, and there are no replies for a while, and then you hear the faintest sound of footfalls on stone, and as you look towards it, you see Tuk Tuk sprinting down the streets towards you all.
Not who I was expecting.
Comes to a stop in front of you all and goes, "Who did the loudening?"
What loudening?
The loudening.
Otto will then point to Jubilee.
Poppy will also point to Jubilee.
Tattletales.
Bad, he says, pointing at you.
Good. Points at myself.
No. Bad.
Yeah.
Lots of chaos happened in city. Being loud and shouting and cause more. Bad.
We're confident not wanting chaos.
Yeah, that's kind of made Jubilee tilt her head like, wait, what?
Bad. He says, again, pointing at you.
No.
No chaos can happen here.
We're trying to help people?
No.
Yes. Just kind of looks at Otto and with hands gesturing towards the goblin, like, what am I supposed to do about this? Okay, I guess I'm getting no reply. Okay.
Otto offers nothing, apparently.
Jay, are you there? Oh.
Oh, son of a bitch. I turned to look to Otto. Otto's not there anymore. Fine. Won't do it again.
Good. Tuk Tuk will stay and make sure.
Can you at least take a look at the sign my friend made?
Tuk Tuk looks to the sign and then looks back at you.
You can't read, can you?
Tuk Tuk can read. Tuk Tuk can read many words.
Then you understand what we're trying to do then, right?
Those are not words Tuk Tuk can read.
You can almost see the migraine forming on Jubilee's head. Oh, this is gonna be a long day.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Otto, can you please explain to Tuk Tuk here what we were trying to do? Because I don't think Tuk Tuk's gonna listen to me.
I can try.
Thank you.
Pretty much what we're trying to do is to gather, wait, hold on. Otto looking at Tuk Tuk, remember that he's a goblin, remembers that he probably needs to simplify everything. We're trying to help people.
No louding, though.
Okay, you won't be loud then.
Louding can make people inky. Inky people get chaos. Chaos allows me to do mean things to people, which I'm not allowed to do.
Okay, we'll try our best not to be loud or cause chaos.
Good. And Tuk Tuk will then step back and then go back to staring at Jubilee. As he has already promised to watch her for the remainder of the time.
So then Otto will simply hold up his sign, set it down next to him. Actually, he's gonna give it to Hoppy and have Hoppy hold it.
Hoppy will take the sign and hold it.
And Otto will simply sit and go back to tinkering on his potential voice box for Hoppy.
Okay, we'll work on that.
Guess there's nothing else I can do. I'll assist with that then. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
A little smidge too late on that.
Just a smidge. Alright, so Otto, you will begin tinkering as Hoppy will continue holding the sign. As people go about their day-to-day lives, Tuk Tuk will continue to stare almost unblinkingly at you, Jubilee. As Hubert will very calmly stand, hands behind his back, out of the way.
Is it just a goblin thing to stare like that or something?
Goblins are apex predators. Must keep eyes on prize for hunting. Tuk Tuk can go many days without blinking. And as he says this, you watch as his tongue comes out of his mouth and slowly goes over his eye to hydrate it.
Oh god.
I mean, kind of makes sense. Beasties sleep standing. And with their eyes open.
Does? Huh, did not notice that. Still kind of weird that I'm getting stared at like this now.
Well, you are the one who made the loud.
With good intentions.
I mean, in hindsight, we probably should have considered that, considering how much chaos we did cause a few days ago. And loud noises. And a very big boom.
Very big
And all
boom.
meeting-
You mean,
And all meeting.
where would
death.
another boom be coming from?
And probably meeting our makers in the meantime.
Yeah, I'd rather not do that again.
And slowly drifting away into whatever plane we go to next.
Keeper
Should
will
we
walk
just-
over and just gently pat your shoulder.
Otto then stop talking and go back to tinkering.
I am comforted by the presence of yours.
Suddenly a loud boom happens over here. What's that? Or it sounds like a boom from the distance.
The boom goes off, and Tuk Tuk continues to stare at you, Jubilee.
Julie just kind of looks at Tuk Tuk. Aren't you gonna see what that's about?
No.
Alright, fair enough.
Meanwhile, at the inn,
Meanwhile, back to the ranch.
Was that an actual boom or was that like a Jubilee caused boom?
Yeah, it was
Thaumaturgy.
thaumaturgy.
Oh,
it
okay.
was it was a Jubilee caused boom, which is why Tuk Tuk didn't leave.
Wait, so did all of us hear that boom?
You heard Jubilee's voice and a boom, yes.
Hale just, like, sits up and looks out the window.
Elvie immediately stands up.
Or starts heading outside.
Hale will follow.
Well,
This has only been, like, a couple of approximate minutes.
the hell happened?
Jubilee is not having a good day today. Sees everyone else coming. Oh, god damn it!
Hale will start walking over. Hubert, what exactly occurred just now? Why was there a large explosion?
It was Jubilee.
She looks over at Jubilee.
I was hoping the goblin would leave me alone. Points to the goblin.
Elvie glares at the goblin immediately.
The goblin does not look at you and continues to stare at Jubilee.
Beastie will look to the goblin, then just get between, like, in his eyesight between him and Jubilee.
You will crawl over you and get closer to Jubilee, continuing to stare. Not now. Tuk Tuk must watch.
No,
You need
All I
me
did
to-
was try to advertise Otto's, plan. And Tuk Tuk did not like the noise, apparently.
Do you need me to remove him off of you?
I don't want him hurt because he hasn't actually really done anything other than constantly stare at me.
I will not
Kind
harm
of
him.
weird, but
I will not harm him. I will remove him from you.
Beastie will smile and shake her head. No, Elf. Me have plans. Then she'll look over to Tuk Tuk. Me have riddle for you.
Oh god, not again.
Tuk Tuk no can do riddles. Must be watching Tiefling.
Me can't let you look at Tiefling unless you answer riddle.
Already looking at Tiefling.
She'll pick him
gets
up.
behind George.
This means that. Hold on. This means Tuk Tuk has already solved riddle.
Beastie will just pick Tuk Tuk up and, like, point him so he's looking at the sky.
You try to grab him, and you find you cannot.
What?
Nani?
And George, you and Tuk Tuk magically change places.
Nani?
What the?
These two look
Okay,
up
seriously,
at
I
George.
didn't do anything wrong. What's going on?
You made the loudness.
I stopped
Elf,
the loudness after you said so. And
Oh,
now
the
you're
Arc-
making me weird.
You guys stop
the
yelling, you're
Arcana
getting in the
noises
way of
go.
my work.
what the fuck just happened?
Hubert will lead Otto to a quieter area.
Why?
He just looks up at George, who she's still holding up like quite easily. It's like, huh, me no know you goblin prince.
Can you put me down?
Yes,
Comedy of errors.
she does not
Thank
put
you.
you down.
Okay, you haven't set me down yet.
You said if me could, me can put you down.
Will you put me down, please?
Oh, okay, she puts you down.
Thank you. Also, Jubilee, what happened to going and taking people out of statues?
Well, unfortunately, we hit a snag in that.
What is the snag?
First person I met, apparently if they've been in there long enough, they need a greater restoration rather than a dispel from Otto. And unfortunately, if they've been in there longer, they kind of come out traumatized.
It'll slowly flex her fingers. Understandable. Well,
Yeah, and I don't want to upset them any further. But again, when we were trying to advertise people who'd been, recently turned to gold, then this happened.
How did you try to advertise it?
Thaumaturgy.
Use spell to make loudness cross the city. Tries to instill chaos with loudness.
I'm not trying to instill chaos. I'm trying to help people.
Ah!
It'll raise a finger. Just because you're trying to help people does not mean you're not causing chaos, Jubilee.
I was just asking loud enough so people could hear.
Doug, how would
It's
you?
not like I was yelling.
How would you notify the people in the city about an announcement?
Bro, great question. Tuk Tuk would let Prince do it.
Adol just
I mean-
stares at you at Tuk Tuk for a while and then slowly looks to George. Huh?
I don't.
Don't
Are
think
you
he's
talking about me?
him.
I mean, he has a point.
He's not talking about you.
Yeah, but it's just
George picked this up. Last time I checked, I'm not a prince.
Adol knows you're not, but she knows that the only other goblin she knows that talks about you calls you a prince, so oh Elsa.
And George also thinking to himself for a second, there's a prince?
Yes.
The son of the king?
Uh,
Can we speak to him?
already did.
The person
rebel
that
leader?
Dar is the prince?
Yes.
Huh.
Oh, that complicates things.
No, it doesn't. That makes things easier.
No, I mean in terms of emotions and other feelings.
Does it?
Yeah. I mean,
Feelings
Thanos
are Olvi?
Hey, don't
Like,
think
you know-
about it. Your mom is trying to take over another person's realm.
Yes.
Think about how Dar feels with his dad turning people into gold.
Ah. Wait.
Complicates things.
Ael's going to pause for a moment. When the king talks about his children, he mentioned that all of his kids except the youngest one was dead, did he not?
He did.
Yes, and that makes things a little more confusing.
Well,
Perhaps we should ask him about that now that I think about it.
Do you remember the time when he was talking about his children and we all were extremely suspicious of him? This is the reason why.
Well, maybe we can get some answers finally.
well, I'll start heading over to... Actually, she'll look to Tuk Tuk. Where's Dar?
Is he at the
Where?
front gate?
What was the last
Wait, then
place you
who's guarding
saw
the front
him?
gate?
Last place Tuk Tuk saw him was last night at the gate, where an individual solved Tuk Tuk's riddles.
He does not seem to remember it was you who solved his riddles.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, let's go check out. Actually, we're at the palace. Well, we're closer to the palace. Let's go there first and see if he's there. If not, we'll head to the front gate.
I guess I'll stay around here because Tuk Tuk doesn't want to leave me alone.
You can go. Tuk Tuk Fun. Always watching.
As I said, I can.
Yes,
remove
I do
him
not
from
want-
you at As I said, I can remove him from you at any time. You say the word.
George, look at LV. LV, what is your intention? What is your definition of removing him?
Simply picking him up via magic and removing him. Simple.
You do realize that would probably cause him to act out and attack, right?
I am prepared for the consequences.
I don't think you are prepared for the consequences.
LV, I will take this. I'll take the loss on this one. LV, you please accompany Lady Il Sarday in my stead, though.
If you're looking directly at her, LV is looking directly at the goblin, and you can see she's starting to burn with rage because she remembers the last time a goblin played a prank on someone.
Unfortunately, this is not Tuk Tuk playing a prank on anybody.
No, but I mean, like, like not playing a prank, but more like, being a nuisance and being silly and doing silly goblin things.
Jubilee will just kind of reach out and kind of pinch LV on the cheek.
Ow.
Hey, listen to me. He's not pulling a prank or anything. He's trying to help people, and
being a
I
nuisance.
upset him. No, only to me. He's not being a nuisance to everybody else, and I technically did something wrong. So
He's being a
I will
nuisance
pay.
to
This is
you.
me paying the price. I
Okay,
accept
no.
this.
Hmm.
You please accompany Ladle Adel Sarday, as she will need your assistance in my stead. I'll be fine.
LV
A little
reaches out.
annoyed, but I'll be fine.
LV reaches out and grabs Jubilee's hand and gives it a big squeeze.
Besides, you got at least two. You got the three big. You got the three. I was gonna say boys, but Beast is
The
not a
idiot
boy.
singularity.
Yes, you got them to protect you if anything truly goes wrong. Yeah, well, again, I've got Hubert Noddle on my end, so I'll be fine as well.
Very well.
And depending on how George feels, maybe I'll have him or you'll have him. Either way, we're both covered.
Hey, what happened?
I don't know.
Forgive me, I am. One of the reasons why I am loath to let my emotions run wild is I am a very protective person.
Again, we're not telling you to let them run wild, but we're telling you not to suppress them. There's a difference.
It's hard to tell the difference these days.
True, but I think you'll get it.
I'll be returning to Little Sarday and say, well, what will you have me do?
Come with me. And she'll start walking along.
Of course.
Head to the palace to see if Ugar is there.
Arr.
Get to the palace and go ahead.
Skelos looks to Thorgrim. Were we supposed to do something?
Oh. Kind of more amused by your goblin dude. He's kind of funny.
I mean, you can stay with that, I guess. I believe I should accompany Lady Ulfi and help her along, as her usual support seems to be quite occupied. Jubilee's still trying to avoid eye line sight with the goblin.
Tuk Tuk continues to stare at you.
Logan just kind of goes, okay.
Well, I guess we'll join the ladies then.
Oh, he sort of followed along as well. I guess while they're going, Adel's going to send another sending to Zardak and say, update. Instead of sending people that are capable of dispel magic, please send people that are capable of greater restoration.
You are very needy.
This...
Am I able to talk, or is it just you able to talk to him?
It's just the sending spell, so last is just it.
Yeah.
You are needy. Jubilee's response to that if she heard it. I thought you'd be used to that.
So, is that a yes, Sunday?
Can they pay for it?
How much will it? Actually, I'll speak with their leader and let you know.
Very well.
Alright. Adel will look to the palace and see if she can go inside.
As you get to the palace, there are militiamen blocking it off, and they hold up their hands as you approach and say, we can't let you.
That's fine. We just need to speak with Gar.
He isn't in the castle presently. He is assuring the defenses of the city.
Alright. Where is he at the moment?
He is on his usual routine, walking about the city. There's no way to tell what specific place he is in presently.
Very well.
In other words, good luck finding him.
Actually, can I ask you all a question?
By all means.
What has happened to the previous honor guard of the city?
The ones that weren't dead, we very quickly apprehended. They are locked away in the dungeon.
Do
With
you
the
happen
king.
to
No, the king is elsewhere.
do you happen to know if one of them is an elven gentleman that speaks like me?
They just kind of stare at you, and one of them says, they were an elf.
I see. Well, if it is possible, I would like to secure an audience with that particular one, if that is allowed. Would I need to speak to Gar for that then?
Yes, that is not a call we can make.
Very well. I will go with my companions and I will ask Gar myself.
Actually, Adel is going to send sending to Gar.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll say, hello, Gar. I need to speak with you. Potentially with a way to help your kingdom. Where are you right now?
Southeast side of the lake.
Southeast side of the lake. Gotcha. And Adel will head towards the southeast side of the lake. Hello, Gar.
Hello. He says, as he seems to be overlooking a group of militiamen currently casting a very long net out into the river, and they're letting it sink.
Are you attempting to catch that golem that was made out of coins?
Something like that.
I see.
We're not necessarily trying to catch the golem. We're trying to get the gold pieces out of the bottom of the lake.
Very well. There are some things I wanted to discuss with you. To begin with, Jubilee wishes to let it be known that we are attempting to help those that are statues at the minute. While we can only help a handful, she wants it to be known to people that help is possible. So, just wanted to have that news spread around. Also, the goblin is currently just staring at her and is not leaving her alone, and it's causing her quite a bit of distress, since she made a lot of noise in an attempt to spread that message.
Yeah. Right now we're trying to keep things as calm as possible, so I have restricted the use of spells such as thaumaturgy to make loud noises, thunderstep, thunderwave, etc., etc.
Thorvald, can I live here?
Thor won't be quite happy about that, I think.
Well, nonetheless, can you please call your goblin friend off? It is causing her some distress.
Unfortunately, no. I have told him expressly to watch whoever does it to ensure they don't do it again. And as much as I have faith that you can keep her from doing it again, this was the job that I gave him to do, so...
So he's just going to keep watching her forever then?
Until he determines she won't cast it again.
Very well.
Perhaps.
Second thing. I don't know why, but my goblin friend insisted that another kingdom would be able to help you, and I spoke with their leader, and they would. I'm aware of the situation with the statues. Thousands of golden people stand petrified, and the longer they stay like that, the less their chances are. They, she said, while gesturing to Scalodius Bestia, will work for a man known as Zardak. He's willing to lend his aid if you're able to pay for it. They will use their magic to dispel, to unpetrify all those that suffered under King Monarch.
He sighs a bit to this and says that will be a hefty sum, but I suppose we can scrounge up the coin.
Very well.
As it will be about 500 per person if they decide to do it cheaply.
Yes.
If
500,000.
Nonetheless. Yeah. That is where we are standing at the minute. Actually, no. There was one other thing, Gar. Apparently, you're a prince? Are you King Grimorg's son?
he looks to you, clears his throat, and says his yes. Is the easiest way to put it.
What happened?
He threw me out of a window and framed my death.
Why?
Because I found out that he was petrifying our citizens.
I see.
So the one that had the accident has lived.
I wager this happened to your other siblings, then.
I'm unaware. They went out on a hunting expedition, and he was apparently gored by a boar.
No. That is a classic example of assassination in courts.
Seems like
Yes, when I was younger, I didn't like a certain sister. Sorry, that's besides the point.
Nani?
Well, I'll let Zardak know that you would be willing to pay the price, and I'm hoping that he'll be able to help. But why then? Why did you believe that, what made you think that your rebellion wasn't going to work last year? With everything that you've told me, people should be on your side, but it seems not.
The reason why is because with how many people have been petrified, most individuals didn't actually know the king was petrifying anybody. They may not even believe that that's what the king was doing. Secondarily, there is a rumor that the king is able to make the statues.
Why would that second one cause people to be mistrusting of you?
Because because if the king has the ability to make the statues move, and they sided with me, the statues would attack them.
I see. So they think that the king is still in control. But
He's been in control for a very long time.
But every rumor has basis in some sort of fact. What made people believe that they can move he can move statues?
Well, some people speculate he could because whenever they moved statues out from the areas that they were placed in, they were found there after a while of not being watched. It's unknown if the soldiers were moving it or if they were doing it on their own.
If the statues could move, then he would have used them to attack us, not his men. When we fought him, anyway. Either way, it seems like there is a simple solution to that. If they don't believe that the king was the one that did it to them, we will just have to show them exactly what happens when a person is freed from the statue and ask them to speak.
That is another problem.
Which is?
As I don't want the citizens of this kingdom busting down the door of the castle to execute the king, I'm trying to prevent that from ensuing chaos as well. Unfortunately, I need the bastard alive.
Because you believe that if he dies, something will happen to the people that are statues.
Yes.
I see.
That is a reasonable fear to have.
If I may ask, where is he now? In the palace?
Hidden away. But yes, in the palace.
It might be a good idea to move him out of the kingdom.
I can't afford to do that either.
Why?
Because the king has not left this kingdom, save for a few miles outside the city walls in years. Whenever we attempted to take a statue of one of my lieutenants to get it fixed, we exited about 10 miles away from the city before it turned to slag.
Oh.
So if I remove him from the city, there's a chance that'll happen to the other statues as well.
Which means we'll have to take care of the statues first.
With this much unrest going on in the city? No.
I'm trying to keep unrest from brewing.
Now I have a better understanding of the situation.
This is complicated.
Yes, but there is a solution. It's a risky solution, but it is a solution. If you believe that the people will attack the king because of what you've seen, you have two options. You can tell them the truth and hope that they will not go into a panic throng and kill him, or you can give them a scapegoat. Someone who you can safely get out of the city will be the focus of their ire until the truth is revealed.
Or I can continue concealing the truth and not invoke any type of ire whatsoever.
Weren't you the one that was saying that if you continued with what you were doing, eventually chaos would erupt anyway, and you felt you were going to lose?
I was simply pointing out that there are other options than merely two. You can't live your life looking in shades of black or white, or shades of gray that you can follow. For example, you've already solved a problem by inviting clerics, presumably, here to cast Greater Restoration. I don't know how many your compatriot is sending, but if I can keep everyone at peace and in a state of calm until they get here and start working, then I merely have to pay the price, and voila, the problem itself is solved.
Very well, Prince Scar. If you're that confident, then we will do that.
As much as I don't want to, I can invoke martial law within the kingdom if I have to. And if nothing else, I can ensure that the castle itself is well guarded to prevent anybody from breaking in if they decide to get restless.
Easy to walk over. What about breaking out?
The prisoners are under constant watch.
Easy will just, point to herself. Garda, if they are under constant watch, what me would do in that situation is give them something to look away. And she shrugs. King has golden hands. He can turn cell into gold, give it to people watching him, then leave.
No, he can't.
Why?
Reasons that I will not explain. Just know that he can't touch anything with that hand presently.
Okay. If you say so, Prince Guard. Oh yes, and she'll walk over. Give me golden hat.
What
Give me golden hat.
do you mean?
Me want hats of gold. Me tell my friend to tell Zardak to send help here. You agree to help. Give me golden hat. Me want prize.
Do you mean the crown?
She pauses. Me mean that now, yes.
I don't have the crown.
Where's crown?
It is bound to the king.
Then untie it.
No, it's magically bound. It won't be able to be removed until such a point as he is dead or he gives up his title to the next in line.
She huffs. Me should have cut off head when me got chance. Nah. And she grumbles, and then points over at all of you, at Scalodius Gloomhollow now. You are lucky that me smart. If me dub goblin, me cuts off head, but me have shiny hat. Yeah.
Forgive her. She's very set in her ways.
I'm very used to dealing with goblins.
I feel freedom.
It was actually Tuk Tuk that helped me recuperate.
Oh. Well, I suppose that is one thing he has done well. If I may, could I ask a small favor?
That might be.
If I am to understand, based on what I heard from the other guards in the palace, you have incarcerated some members of the former honor guard, yes?
Yes.
Do you happen to know if one of those honor guard happens to be a gentleman who can do this, and LB will use one of Lucifer's Starlight Step to just go 30 feet one way and then come back?
Yes.
Would it be?
He escaped due to that ability, if I'm being honest with you.
He escaped,
Yes.
so he's not in the city anymore.
As far as I'm aware.
That is unfortunate. I was hoping to gain a one-on-one audience with you, but it seems that is no longer possible. Never mind then. Thank you for your information.
He nods to this.
I guess I want to roll an insight check to see how he feels about this person escaping. If that's possible.
Sure.
My check?
He does seem worried about that particular honor guard, but he is masking this well, as any good person in power would do, especially towards strangers.
Very fair point.
I understand why you're wary of us, but we are only here to help. Gar. As for the Starlight Stepping Honor Guard, what have you done to make sure he won't be an issue?
We have countermeasures. That's all you need to know.
Very well. If you are certain that he is in good, there are no issues, then we will be off. Though, if you felt like just leaving the situation as is was the best course, why did you suggest that Jubilee speak with the people?
I never actually told you to do that. However, if she is able to keep everyone calm, that would be beneficial.
I see. Alright. Thank you, Prince Gar. Good luck with fishing that's gold out of the lake. And we'll turn and start heading back while ascending to Zardak, saying, I have spoken with their leader. They are willing to pay the price.
Good.
How quickly will your priest be able to arrive? Well, clerics, rather.
Soon.
Okay, then.
It appears that Zardak is not much of a conversationalist, but one word will do everything he needs to do to get the message across.
I mean, it works for Adel.
Yep. That is... Yep.
Actually, I guess along the way, if none of the militia people are going to stop her, Adel is going to cast Greater Restoration on some of the statues that she can see. Yeah. So, hold on. I need to do math to see exactly how many times she can do this. Because there's... So first she has her 2 level 5 spell slots. Then she can just turn all of her other spell slots to sorcerer points, and those back into this. Okay. So, let's see. It's 3.
Yay, math.
That's 5. Alright, so she's going to heal up 7 people. Oh, wait, no, I forgot. She has her sorcerer points already, so there'll be 8 people.
Okay.
Yep. 8 people have been statued. Yeah, petrified. Ada looks a bit exhausted because that used up every spell slot that she had except for 2.
They've been de-goldified.
Yep.
That is the technical term. I will have no other. I will hear nothing else.
Why would I argue with you when you're right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep. And the tired Ada will head back to the others. Well,
Ada or LB will offer a shoulder because she knows exactly how it feels to use all of your spells, especially that quickly.
yeah. It'll be against her while breathing a bit hard, but we'll say. Oh, I have helped 8 people, and Zardak is going to be sending more clerics in order to help deal with the rest of the people.
You've done well.
Talk to any of the people that you took out of statues?
I did not. I spoke with Gar more about the situation. Jubilee, he wants, when you speak with people, he just wants to make sure that you do not spread any panic or any chaos. Not to get people on his side necessarily, but get people to stay calm. He is assured that he can handle it.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, but in the meantime, I think that it's best that we just you speak with Gar to let him know when you're ready to speak with everyone.
Okay.
She knows.
There any other
From
issues
how
that you
you're
were-
sounding, it sounds like we need to stay here another night, though.
It would be appreciated. And yes, George, what were you saying?
Is there any other issues that they were trying to deal with as well?
Well, Gar is the king's son. Remember the son of his that fell from a high place in an accident? That was
Yeah.
him? Yes, the king pushed Gar out a window.
God, what an asshole.
What about his
Expected,
other
no
kids?
accidents.
I am guessing it's a similar situations where they all died after gaining his ire.
Well, yeah, him honoring that word with that hag was never gonna happen.
I was gonna say if he wants closure, we could find a way to track his other sons or children, maybe.
I think for the time being, I think we've done good here. I think
Maybe we should let Gar know that his younger brother is doing well, at least.
well, half brother, but very well. I can't really contact him now. I'm all spent up at, so to speak.
Again, we can do that tomorrow.
Yes, but I think for the time being, I think that we've actually done good here. I think this place
There-
is in competent hands.
Were there any other present matters they were trying to deal with as well in the city?
Yes, one of the honor guards managed to escape, but they seem confident that he won't be an issue.
For them, I'm guessing.
Yes. Truth
There is
is-
also the second honor guard that we sent away.
Oh, yes, that big one. Yeah. Well, it was sent 100 miles from here. I don't think that he is going to be any issue because he's just one man. And even then, he was particularly strong because he was being enhanced by the other spellcasters.
Yeah.
I feel like you're kind of underestimating how much damage one man can cause.
True, but if it's 100 miles from here, isn't that just directly in the wilds?
Well, it's either directly in the wilds or directly in the water. But you are right.
Either way, without all those magical enhancements, I don't imagine he's gonna last too long.
Or directly in the sky.
were
Who said
directly
that?
in the sky. She'll look over to Tuk Tuk. Tuk Tuk, was there a giant man that fell out of the sky a few days ago?
Uh,
How do you not? Never mind.
silly elf. If a human was put 100 miles in the sky, he would fall and die within a few minutes.
Beast of
That is actually a good point.
Yeah, silly princess. You should use
Yeah.
brain. And she taps her forehead. And Adel just like very slowly looks away as dark ether rises from her for a moment as before she calms
But
down.
also,
Jubilee
also the reason-
looking Adel directly in the eyes. You get used to it.
but also the reason why I'm somewhat concerned is that look at my story of literally what one man did to my whole family,
That is true.
No.
to my family.
If you wish, you can tell Gar about that one as well. He might not realize what happened to him.
One lord to another.
George isn't a lord.
Well, he's not a prince, as he insists, so
Speaking of,
he's some sort of nobility.
and George is going to check the compass again.
It is still pointing in the same direction it has been. Seems that the paladin is not moving, and if he is moving, he's not moving quickly.
He's either staying in one place or he's not moving very quickly.
Well,
Um,
Elle is going to. How many days has it been? Hold on. Okay, so George got the
Elle's
tattoo.
got what
Then
now?
Dale
Also-
was going to try and cast comprehend language to read the tattoo since it has a date as to when Maximus would attack, but she doesn't have her spell slots, so she can't really
You do
tell.
You do realize you can just ask Hubert to look, right?
Oh yeah, I could forget that he understands. Hubert,
Hubert will look up, raise his head from where he's standing over near Otto.
can you check the days left on George's tattoos?
Did the tattoo say how much longer it is, or simply the duration of when he will arrive?
Last time it said how long until he arrived. Yeah,
Pretty sure it did. It said we had like 4 days remaining or something like that.
Yeah.
what language is it in again?
Abyssal.
Abyssal.
Dang it, it's the wrong one.
Yeah, but yeah, it did
I'm
say.
gonna read Infernal, not Abyssal.
It did say that, you know, like it had a countdown with the days in it.
Hubert will walk over and say, according to this, you have 3.
So tomorrow I'll make it 2.
It might not be a good idea to begin my assault on Mother's army with that time limit so close.
Yeah.
Heck,
so I
it
said
might
the
not be a
plan was
good
to
idea
deal
for
with-
any of us to be in civilization during that time either.
Dale is going to take a look at the map real quick.
The map.
Okay, so southeast from here is basically in the wild south tree. So, no, to George. Let's start making our way over to the paladin.
Making our way.
Okay.
Make our way over to him, and then that thing shows up at the same time. Please.
Well,
Well, no, I mean, pretty much we can be. Well, actually. I will say we'll at least need to make sure we're extra prepared then, because if by chance he shows up while we're fighting him, that's just another thing to deal with.
agreed.
Typically, demons will attack anything in line of sight, so I don't think you're going to have to worry that much.
Even
But
their own
this is
allies.
also. Yeah, this is also a demon who has the same amulet as the other one.
Yes, He is a demon that has an amulet is another one. And Hubert will look over, not the ones that are working for him.
Ah,
That's actually a good point.
Huh.
so we can make our one-on-one a three free-for-all, essentially.
Three-way dance, as it were.
That depends on if he even shows up. Yeah,
Well, if he doesn't, then it's just a one-on-one.
Yeah, there's also the added. Well, actually, I guess if I don't, worst case scenario, if I don't die by the demon's hands, I'm fine. So
Well, maybe we come back here later then, as sounds like we should head out then, first thing tomorrow.
that would be a good idea. I don't know how long 2
It's
days
either
travel
if we
is
head
gonna
out
be.
now, and I could always put up the hut, or Elvie can put up the mansion.
I would gladly do so.
Yeah, but there is one other thing I kind of wanted to try doing.
Which is?
Hey, Otto. Or actually, he's doing this thing. Are any of us able to cast water breathing?
Not so.
I do not have that ability.
I don't know the other thing. Alright. Hey, Otto. Do you think you can give me the ability, or give some of us the ability to water breathe? Sure. Then George will then look around. Do any of us have bags of holding?
I do. But the blood
Yep.
is in there. And, yeah.
A different type of bag of holding?
Fulgrim just raises his eyebrow. But the money bag?
The money bag is a bag of holding filled with money?
Yeah. And other stuff, but mostly money.
Jubilee, didn't you find a bag of holding in the dungeon with the X's statue?
That's right, I did. Still kind of root around a little bit before pulling out the bag.
Is it empty?
I believe I emptied it out.
Well, last time you emptied it out, it had a scroll that will never be used. That black soul gem and a corpse.
Yep, and I don't believe I put any of them back, so here's an empty bag of holding.
Just turn it inside out, just in case.
Okay,
George will then-
immediately turns it inside out.
Hold on.
What?
Okay, apparently it's not empty.
What the fuck did you put in there?
I didn't put anything in it. That's the thing. I know it's empty.
Roll,
It is
a,
Anything that comes out was put in there not by me.
roll a d12.
What? Oh god, no! It's that thing that you posted in shitposting, Jay! That bag of holding hag thing!
Oh god.
I completely lost the dice roller. D12.
Don't roll a 1. Oh dear.
I almost did, but I rolled a 4.
All right.
One
Don't
low
cause
middle
chaos.
finger
It
comes
immediately causes chaos.
out. I was ordered by my lady. I do what my lady says.
Well, if a gift just pops out.
Nani? What the fuck?
Wait,
As you turn the bag inside out, a dairy cow will come out and moo very loudly.
what?
The hell?
Where is it?
Yeah, I know I didn't put that in there.
And then it headbutts you
Why?
for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow! Why? She's like talking to the cow. What did I do to you?
Fulgrim is going to look at the rest of the group and go. I mean, I can talk to it.
Go ahead.
Just her holding her head right now.
Gonna use the complete with animal ritual. I'm gonna be a while.
Oh,
Moo.
well, we still head over and try and calm the space
Oh.
cow down in the meantime.
Pace cow.
50.
The cow is still very angry.
Space cow is angry.
Why?
She looks to Jubilee. Well, maybe if you know, take it out a bag, dancer.
I didn't know what was in there.
It headbutts Beastie now. For 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Blah.
I was just gonna step over towards
Oh, wait, we have some.
Thorgrim and just. Can I just borrow the money bag?
Is it? Oh,
Why
how
you
much you
doing
want? How much you need, dude?
No, it's not how much I need. I'm gonna. I should probably let you guys know. I'm gonna try to see if I can get that gold from the bottom of the lake that the golem came from.
Oh
You
shit.
can have the empty bag if you want. I don't think I want it anymore.
Oh, you wanna like
And
put the money into the bag or something?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I can help you.
Also, I
well,
think for your sake, Julie, I think you should very much keep the bag of holding as he looks at the cow.
Meanwhile, LB is going to.
I'm just holding the bag in front of me just in case the cow charges me.
Meanwhile, LB is using Mage Hand to give the cow scratches.
The cow responds in anger and kicks Thorgrim. For 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
Alright, Beastie's gonna try and wrestle this cow.
Roll in athletics with disadvantage. It's bigger than you.
God damn it.
You are unsuccessful in the wrestling of the cow.
The cow somehow pulls out a power bomb on you.
Alright, she got action surge and do it again.
Cow starts
my God.
suplexing.
She can't action surge. She's not a fighter.
Oh, right, I forgot. She has health surge,
Wrong
not
character.
action surge.
That's my job, damn it.
So I was thinking about Lae'zel because it's a gift in space. I guess Beastie will activate her tattoos and try again. She will conquer the cow. Oh yeah.
That's
Ooh, yeah, brother.
Gotta put the cow in the
Cow's like a
coquina
plus
clutch.
12.
Put the cow out to pasture.
Gonna choke out the cow.
Yep. Hit it with an F5.
I mean, if a shark can be hit with an F5, then why not a cow?
And after a while, Beastie, you try to grab onto the cow, and the cow will fling you off before sprinting down the street and out of sight.
What the fuck? How? What did it roll?
A nat 20.
What the fuck? God damn it.
You guys better wrangle that cow. That's gonna be chaos.
Cow, like pointing to the goblin whose name I can't remember. Cow.
BC's going to chase after the cow.
Thorgrim's gonna look at George and just say, "Ha ha! Beastie got her ass kicked by a cow." It's hilarious.
Back, please.
Yep. Want me to come
Also, George, the bag of holding is not tied to the cow, or vice versa. You can take it with you if you want to.
Oh. Okay. Then he'll
Yeah,
take the.
Jubilee still has the empty bag.
You know what,
Like,
just
please
in
get
case
this.
something
Please take
goes
this away
wrong,
from me.
I'll take the empty one so that we don't lose our money.
You want me to still come with you?
If you like, I prefer you not to lose anything. If you want to come with.
Moving that bag of holding from my inventory.
Yeah, I got a lot of money in here, so
Yeah, maybe not. Worst case scenario, I can probably leave if anything goes wrong.
hopefully.
Yeah. Well, if anything goes wrong, you'll more than likely know.
All right.
Let's walk over to Otto. Ask Otto to cast water breathing. Give him water breathing for 24 hours, and he's gonna make his way back to where the golem was.
Okay.
Oh, is there anything I can roll to try and find a cow?
Roll a survival, I guess.
Cow prints in the street.
God damn it, beastie.
You cannot find the cow.
Damn it.
Alright, George, you make it to the lakeside. You look down. The drop is 60 feet from where you're standing.
You ready for some cliff diving?
Alright. And George will then. This might hurt.
Does George know how to swim?
Yeah, he knows how to swim.
That pause had me concerned.
Was there a pause? I don't think there was a pause.
Look at you bring up stereotypes.
What? Hey!
There was, in fact, a pause before you said you could swim.
Yeah, George can swim.
Alright.
And George will simply think about taking a deep breath. Remember, he doesn't need to, and will, pretty much jump off the cliff.
Alright, now that you have jumped off the
Ready
cliff,
for that?
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Did you remove your armor?
Oh, God! Oh, no!
Because because unless I'm much mistaken, you just jumped off into the water in half plate, correct?
George wears chainmail.
That is good enough for me. You cannot
Chainmail is
swim.
medium armor, though, is it not?
No, I mean, he actually
you
knows.
can
It's a chain
swim.
shirt. It's a chain
You
shirt.
actually can swim in chain mail.
So
Actually,
it's a chain shirt, not chainmail. I'm sorry, I was looking at my sheet.
Yeah, chain shirts is medium armor, I think.
Yep.
Then
Yeah.
You have disadvantage with medium armor, but you can. Heavy armor, you can't.
and half plate is also medium armor, I believe. Anyway,
Well, then you
Uh,
should have been fine either way.
so basically, George, you can swim, but it's not going to be easy for you.
Oh God.
Hope you get used to walking on the lake bed.
And as
He's
this
got 24 hours.
and as this thought comes to mind, you hit the water
Ow.
and you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. You hit the surface.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He flapjacked when he should have penciled.
So you took how much damage?
Not
13.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but it's kind of one of those things that makes you go, ooh.
I rolled 3 ones on the damage dice, so
Oh, that's good.
You know, it's funny, like, a year and a half ago, well, no, 2 years ago, that would have been like, oh fuck, damage. But now, it's like, that's nothing. Compared to poor Beastie
Well, I mean,
who
for
had...
Jubilee, that's still, oh fuck, damage.
Yeah, but compared to Beastie who had like 150 plus damage done to her in one attack. It's like, it puts things in perspective.
Alright, so George, you hit the water and you find that your chain shirt is beginning to pull you down into the water as you have quickly discovered that it is not easy wearing a metal protective device meant to protect you from combat while swimming.
Yeah, I mean, he'll actually just kind of let the chain shirt let him sink a little bit until he can reach where the gold was at, where the gold golem would be at.
Okay, so you reach the bottom and you see a very large pile of gold coins.
We're just gonna think to himself for a second. Well, it's not gonna leave, but George just had his own epiphany of maybe this isn't a good idea. We're just gonna look and see if there's anything out of the ordinary about the gold pile.
It is a pile of gold.
Don't know if George has any way to detect magic. Hmm. Just because George is actually super paranoid right now, he is going to cast Dispel Magic over the gold.
Okay. Alright. What's your spell save DC?
Regularly it's 18. My regular spell save DC or the roll for the spell magic?
Just give me a minute. I have to
Oh
look,
god.
have to look up stuff. It's okay.
That doesn't help. You think George said if something happens you'll know. George not only killing guards was probably gonna get himself and more people killed.
You cast Dispel Magic on the pile, and it continues to sit there.
Huh. Oh god, I'm not gonna like this.
Are you sure?
I'm going to apologize in advance, guys, and George is going to take a singular piece of gold out and see what happens.
A single piece of gold?
Yep, just a single piece of gold.
Okay. Take one piece of gold.
Bag, is George drowning still?
He can breathe underwater.
Oh, good.
He's going to set it into his bag of holding. He's going to grab another piece of gold.
Okay. You grab another piece of gold.
Set that one in the bag of holding.
By the way, as you slowly put the next piece of gold into the bag of holding, you feel a torrent of water rushing into the bag of holding as you open it.
Oh no.
Oh my god, you're fucking flooding space.
He's going to think to himself, I did not think this out very well.
The astral sea gonna not be so astral in a moment.
George? Oh god, why am I doing this? George is then going to have a wonderful idea. He's going to channel the spirit of Mark inside of him somehow.
Oh lord.
That's why I apologize in advance, as he is going to set the bag of holding on top of the pile of gold and then open the bag of holding.
Okay. You open the bag of holding on top of the pile of gold. Due to its mass, the bag of hold can't get around the entire pile of gold, but you do still feel water flowing towards the bag.
He's going to close the bag of holding.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear.
Or actually, no. Sleight of hand check.
Even more oh dear.
I think you mean
Oh boy.
So, George, since you set the bag of holding on top of it and let go,
I said let go.
If you set it on top of the, if you set it on top of the pile of gold, did you or did you not let go? I'll ask that.
I wouldn't think like, oh, I was thinking more like he opened the bag of holding on top of the bag of holding and held it there. So I could
Okay.
hope the gold would sink in.
Yeah, then that is not how that worked, but you do know that it is still absorbing the water.
Okay. And close the bag of holding, and he's just going to scratch his head at this. Then he's going to try to take 5 pieces of gold and set it into the bag of holding.
Okay. You will take 5. You will dump 5 gold and gallons of water into the bag of holding.
George is gonna start thinking stuff. I did not think this through very well. He's then going to set the bag of holding inside of his, or in his jacket, try to get it to stay there, as he's going to start trying to take off his chain shirt armor.
Okay. This will take several minutes for you to do, especially since you are currently waterlogged.
Again, luckily you have hours.
But you do eventually get it off.
Okay. He's then going to swim to the surface as well as he can.
Where is your chain shirt?
He put it into... Huh.
Go ahead.
You
Complete it.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence real quick for George. Enough for me. He has it in his arms. If he can carry that much, I think.
Okay. You will swim with disadvantage. Roll an athletics check.
If it was any lower, he would have done it. He would have put it in the bag of holding.
If Actually, that would have been the smarter thing to do, because then it wouldn't be weighing you down.
Yeah, but then George was thinking, oh, there's water in the bag of holding. It's just gonna sink or get waterlogged. Now, what you meant to roll again?
Athletics.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Alright, so George, you kick off the bottom of the lake floor to head towards the surface, and then you just slowly sink back down. Despite you kicking and with your arm strokes, you are unable to rise through the water.
Oh. George is gonna try again.
Am I aware that George is currently in trouble?
I don't think so.
He's not necessarily in trouble, but also no, because he didn't actually.
I feel like drowning is classified as in trouble.
He's not
Not
drowning.
drowning, he can breathe.
Yeah.
He's
He
just
can breathe under.
he's struggling to get to the top at the moment.
He's not in trouble yet.
Oh, he said just. Oh no.
Yeah. It's,
Yes, with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Alright, so George, you still cannot seem to go up.
George isn't gonna say fuck it, and is going to set the armor into the bag of holding.
Okay.
And then we'll try to swim to the top again.
As you open the bag of holding, the 7 pieces of gold you put in the bag of holding come out of the bag and rejoin the pile.
I'm just gonna put his armor in there, and then just going to start swimming to the top if he can.
Roll athletics.
Oh my god!
Is he in trouble now?
You kick off the bottom, and you go up slightly, kicking your legs, and then you sink.
Are you sure George can swim?
He should be able to swim. He's going to try again.
Alright, you begin swimming and you go 15 feet up through the water, and you begin to realize that your muscles are now aching. As you have been straining to do this, and you are growing tired.
Oh god, it's the lactic acid buildup.
Oh god.
Roll athletics again.
Oh no.
You continue to kick and stroke your arms, and you realize that while you are not sinking, you are also not rising.
We're just gonna try to see if he can see below the surface. Can he see the edge of the cliff above him?
Roll an investigation. Roll a perception, actually.
Oh my god.
No.
He think to himself for a second. I don't think flying would not help him get out of here at all. We're just gonna try one more time to get closer to the surface before he probably is gonna rest.
Roll athletics.
How?
And you still cannot make any leeway in the water. Your promise to Adel Serde saying that you could swim is proving to be false.
So George will then relax for like a minute or two just to relax his arms. And he's gonna try again.
Okay. Roll athletics. You begin making leeway once more, rising 15 feet through the water.
Alright, now can you see the edge of the cliff?
Roll perception. Just barely.
Could he make a fair estimate about how far it is between where he's at now and there?
Somewhere, give or take, between 75 feet and 90 feet.
Alright, George is then going to... It doesn't look like we're going to be probably be resting first. He's going to scatter himself and get himself to the edge of the cliff.
How many feet are you teleporting yourself? Precisely.
He's gonna use the full 120 feet.
Okay. So you will, with a soft pop underwater, teleport yourself 120 feet up as you teleport yourself over the cliff by 30 feet, and then you fall.
Oh god.
And he's going to try to... Nope, he's just gonna activate his wings and then fly himself to the surface.
Okay.
I didn't even... Can you use your wings underwater?
Not underwater anymore.
No, like before.
I don't think that would have helped much since he's underwater.
I mean, yeah, but big, muscular wings.
They're not big nor muscle. They're
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Would have just looked more angelic while he's failing. George is just gonna scratch his head and just gonna... Huh. Been around beastie people for too long. And he's gonna start making his way back to the group.
Okay. George went to go collect gold and collected about 30 gallons of water instead.
I mean, water is gold in some places.
yeah, that's a hot
Moving
desert.
on.
Yeah. Not here, but, you know.
This goes to show how bad my brain's messed up, because my brain immediately went to something completely different. I was like, nope, moving on.
We're just gonna come back sopping fucking wet.
Beastie will walk over. Prince, why do you smell like fish?
I jumped into the place to try to take care of the golem there, and I didn't realize that I haven't swum in a really long time, and it's very hard to swim with armor. And every time I tried to get the gold into the back folding, water would just get into the bag, and yada yada yada. Very tiring stuff.
Beastie looks at you like you're an
Tried
idiot.
to swim with your armor on?
I took my armor off before I could
Prince.
swim, and then I realized I haven't swimmed in a long time.
Prince. Next time, she shrugs. Bring a boat.
Also, you didn't think to try to scoop with the bag?
That's what I thought you were gonna do. What the fuck, man?
Chill them back over.
Well,
But
for
you
one-
know empty-handed, yes?
I have a lot of water. At least whenever we need water,
Ooh, let me see.
I'm not going to dump the water out. Beastie, it's 30 gallons of water that's gonna flood the street.
I don't know, knowing that bag,
Also-
something else could come out.
Yeah. Also, with how we knew the coins in that lake could form a golem, I was trying to do everything very carefully in case anything were to happen.
And how did that work out for you?
I tried to dispel the magic around it. Nothing really happened, so I assumed everything was fine. And I started doing it a couple gold pieces at a time. But the amount of water I was getting was a lot more than the gold that I was getting. So I decided I'd just
think
give
to
up
just
and leave
dump
it to
the water
people
back
to-
out once you were on the surface?
Well, I was going to do that, but then the gold that I did have floated away, literally left the bag of holding and went back to the pile. As soon as I opened the bag of holding.
So you opened it and didn't think to request just the water.
It's fine.
Clearly-
I'm sorry, George, but you've done several things wrong in this scenario.
It's his heart was in the right place. Says it.
Not only,
It's fine.
not only that, but if the gold came out of the bag, that means the golem is still active as it was rejoining its body. That
Exactly.
I suppose.
that one was not on George.
Yeah, it's George.
Once I saw the gold leave the bag of holding, a literal place that is in a different dimension, and go back to that pile, I knew my spell didn't work.
I was gonna think for a moment. How do you dispel magic on the golem?
That's the neat part. You don't.
Is there a way to do that? Perhaps, like just make the golem return to its base materials.
Well, yes, but actually no.
Absolutely. You hit it until it stops moving.
Yes, that's how you dispel the magic. You kill it.
Oh boy, these people are gonna have a boss fight on their hands when they get that thing out of the water.
Yeah, so it might be a good idea to talk to Dar if they plan on taking the gold out. Then the golem is still technically active at the moment, so
You should probably let him know that, George.
Being the guy who had first-hand experience with it.
I mean, he knows. He might already know, but I'll let him know anyway. Stars will get up, start putting his armor back on.
Okay.
He'll take his armor out of the bag of holding, specifically only requesting for his armor.
Okay. Roll a d4.
What?
Roll a d4.
This
What's
isn't a
going-
bag of holding, this is a bag of random chance.
What on earth is gonna pop out of the bag now?
Nothing. Just his armor. Everything's fine.
You
George
somehow
will then-
pull out Jubilee's dress. The hell?
Another cow.
It's gonna be the bag of holding many things, or apparently, or something like that.
You can always get Uncle to identify it if you want to.
Please.
You pull Thorgrim out of the bag. What the fuck? Let me go!
Wait, what the hell?
Get the hell off me!
I've been thinking about it.
And now it's Napa.
Jubilee, you said you don't remember ever putting a cow into the bag, right?
I definitely didn't put a cow in there.
Okay, here we go again. Otto. Yeah. I don't think this magic item is a regular bag of holding. Ooh, neat. He will then put away his tools.
Of course, that's your reaction.
And start walking over. And we'll identify the bag of holding.
We're with the sign now.
Right. So, after about 10 minutes, you discover the bag of holding is named Bob.
What?
Nani?
It is
It's alive?
It is a wondrous, legendary item that requires bravery/stupidity to use it. This is Bob. Bob is a bag of holding. Bob is always in a bad mood and likes to cheer himself up by surprising whoever is using him with useless, angry animals. Bob is an asshole. Don't be like Bob.
What the fuck?
Otto
I
says that
forgot
word
what-
for word.
I cannot believe you did that. I love it.
Yes.
Opie, what the
Identifying
fuck?
it says it word for word.
Hold on. The bag of holding functions the same as a standard bag of holding, but the bag is possessed by a mischievous spirit. When reaching into the bag to retrieve an item, roll a d4. On a 1, instead of grabbing the item you wanted, a random animal falls out. The animal behaves like an angry, surprised animal would naturally behave. Additionally, the bag will eject a random animal at the worst possible time, GM's discretion. The animal automatically surprises whoever is carrying the bag and everyone within 20 feet. The random animals are as follows: a hippopotamus, a giant rat, a boar, a dairy cow, a giant frog, a dire wolf, an ape, a black bear, an elephant, a swarm of wasps, a crocodile, or an owlbear.
What in the
I got a
name-
folded owl there?
What in the goddamn?
You hear Otto still explaining it word for word. As if he's like reading the labeling on it that says it right there.
Fuck you, Bob.
Ada is going to just be listening to this, and then is going to shut her eyes and is going to be like, Xanthogon, what in the hells was this doing in your dungeon?
An adventurer had it.
Of course.
He's like, look, don't put that on me. That's not my shit. Look, I may be a all-powerful demon, but even I have my limits.
Yeah, like I know I'm the god of perversion, but this is beyond even me.
Well, this could be a great prank to play on somebody, or a useful asset if ever we need to cause a distraction.
I already have a bag that pulls animals, and these ones are friendly.
And even then,
Yeah,
you
but an angry
can't,
one is a lot more difficult to deal with.
you can't
That's for
decide.
us, too.
You can't decide when you pull an animal out. It just happens.
And to
No,
be
I mean,
fair,
you can't decide, but we can always just empty out the bag of holding.
You know what, George? It's all yours then, buddy.
To
Great,
be
I will
fair,
turn this
it
into a
is,
tactical asset.
to be fair, it is quite amusing to launch random animals at it like a party cannon.
Exactly.
I mean, again, pulls out great bag of tricks. I can just do that with this.
Yes,
And
but
I
you,
know they won't attack me.
but you
However,
only have like
whenever I
3
don't
or
need
4
it-
options, yes?
I have 8.
However, I do have an idea for
Although the honey badger
how I
one's
can
never
use this.
friendly.
Oh yes? And
It
what's
doesn't
your
care.
idea, George?
Well, are you sure you want to know my idea? Or would you rather me just do it at the time that it happens? By all means, I could tell you if you think it'll if you think it's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea.
No, you might as well tell us. Just in case it is actually a bad idea.
Well, my thought process was when what's his name comes and Maximus comes, I can put some type of weaponry in here. Maybe it's just like a basic weapon or something like that, and offer or request that he use that weapon to kill me. He will then pull it out of the bag of holding whenever he so chooses, and if he chooses wrong, he gets a random animal that surprises him and distracts him.
No.
I can think of many ways how that would go wrong. However, if you think it would work, then okay.
I mean, not that I don't think it would work, it's just a theory that I was cooking up.
Well, that is your prerogative, I guess.
Embrace the stupid, I guess.
Wait a minute. Isn't this kind of like your dumb thing that you keep talking about? The idiot singularity. Yeah, that's it.
Is that what Thorgrim is saying?
Yeah. Thorgrim's like trying to think up the words idiot singularity. I'll be correct. And he goes, yeah, that's it.
George is gonna soon realize this. And is going to.
I think it's spreading.
George's gonna realize this and then have a realization. And will then say, Beastie,
Yes?
do not get the water out of this bag of holding until we are out of the city, okay?
But you have a bag, not me.
You will then hand the bag of holding to Beastie.
Her eyes glimmer and she takes it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's got a portable dumbass phone. I love it.
Yeah, George, at the mention of idiot singularity and realizing how dumb this bag was gonna make him, is immediately passing it off to the next dumb person.
Alright. Add it to
I think we're sleeping
Beastie's-
outside the city tonight.
Add to Beastie's inventory. Bob bag.
Bob Baglin.
The Bob of holding.
Who knows, maybe Beastie can tame Bob.
Ugh.
Beastie is going to raise Bob. Hey! And she'll flick him.
The bag does not reply, as it is a bag.
She'll shake the bag. Me know you
That
can
doesn't
speak
stop the goblin.
like that bag of scolding.
The bag does not reply, as it is a bag.
Who even named you Bob Bag? And she nods her eyes. Me will learn your secrets.
The bag does not reply. It is still just a bag.
She will
Found
continue
our
to.
gazebo, ladies and gentlemen.
She will continue to conduct the interrogation on Bob the Bag, nonetheless. Not recognizing that the bag is just a bag and believes that it is trying to play hard to get.
While it is possessed by a mischievous spirit, it cannot talk. All it can do is eject animals.
Unfortunately, Beastie is not that smart and it's very, very perseverant. Well, Ella's gonna
George
start
said,
heading.
Beastie, the bag might just be tired since I've been using it for the past maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And it has a lot of water in it, so maybe just give it a break.
Oh. She nods and puts the bag on her head. Me understand. When me drink lots of water, me also don't want to talk.
Auto avoiding the idiot singularity is going to go back to tinkering. Hello. Yeah, I think it's spreading.
Most likely.
One time in Goblin Den, one goblin so thirsty he jumped into river. He's still drinking it.
May I?
Oh, that is so impressive.
May I seek shelter away from the idiot singularity?
Sure. Azalda will look over and make sure that Hoppy has not been affected by the idiot singularity.
Hoppy, who got bored of the task of holding the note, is currently folding the note and trying to get it as small as possible.
So, in other words, he's already infected.
Yeah, Auto will just go back to doing what he was doing.
Beastie will look to Hoppy. Metal Rabbit.
Hoppy will just look over.
She is going to peer closely at the paper being folded. How far has he managed to get?
6 folds.
Let me try.
He offers it to you.
She'll do it and start folding it. Very infatuated with the pretty paper.
Alright.
What was the thing that the Mythbusters got to? Like 10?
It had to be a very big piece of paper, though.
Yeah.
Very upset. I accidentally closed tabs that had art or something that I wanted to use. Now I can't find it anymore.
Oh no.
Check your history and it should be like a recently closed tab.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's gone.
They did it 11 times.
Oh,
Oh,
at
right.
least it's gonna get it to 10 and it's gonna try and use all of her strength to get it to 11.
Roll athletics.
Oh yeah, beastie.
Sure, you managed to get it.
She laughs and looks to Hoppy. Look.
Hoppy will look and then look at you.
She offers it back to Hoppy.
Hoppy shakes his head no.
Oh? My prize?
Hoppy shrugs to this.
She smiles and pats Hoppy on the back. You nice mental rabbit. Why didn't we no talk sooner?
Hoppy shrugs.
Me like you, mental rabbit.
Hoppy gives a thumbs up.
You man of few words.
Hoppy gives a thumbs up again.
Like Zardak.
Hoppy does not,
I don't like where this is going.
Hoppy does not know who Zardak is.
Well, she is going to start explaining to him about her dear father of her two of her children. Wait, is it two? No, it's just one. Well, technically it is two, yeah. Zardak. Adel is just going to listen to this for a while and then says, I think I'm going back to the inn. I mean, it is oddly cute, but it is still a bit annoying.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll probably head back soon as well.
Don't spend too much time.
Found it. Awesome.
Nice.
So, who all's going back to the inn?
I suppose both my characters will.
Yeah, Otto and George will as well.
Both of mine.
And Otto will make sure Hoppy follows along.
Hoppy will follow along. Hoppy doesn't want to stay out by himself. He has nothing to do out there.
He's not by himself. Beastie's boy.
As Hoppy just leaves the conversation.
Hoppy sees Otto walking and will follow.
Like Otto will just skip the dialogue options and just start at the next quest.
Skip.
You would be that guy.
So you all make it back to the inn with no issue.
You ever remind me, how much time until Maximus attacks George?
3 days.
Okay. She'll just sit and start to think, trying to formulate plans.
I do think the very basic plan at least is Radiance. Radiance, Radiant weapons, things like that.
Oh, yes, of course.
I don't think I have. Yeah, I have my longsword.
I'm going to do what I normally do to things that I don't want to do anymore.
Oh, that's fair. I'd like to borrow my longsword that can help with demons.
No, thank you. I believe the ones that I have will do just fine.
Well, all the same, I'm going to go contact my mother and see if there's actually. I'm not gonna do that. George Officer's. Oh, sorry.
We do have a lot of time to kill, so what shall we do between now and the evening?
I'm probably gonna be formulating plans. I did want to go speak to my mother about getting trained on how to summon an angel, but I don't know how well that would work in the next 3 days.
Summon an angel.
Yeah, kind of similar to what she did to help us here, but maybe something that would at least be somewhat of help if I can learn it before Maximus comes. Although, there's another way I think we could probably get some help on how to do things. Adel,
Yes.
Ferris, you as well. Do you guys remember with Supreme, what was the thing he was... Do you guys know what he was using to be able to dodge our attacks so well?
It didn't have anything to do with his amulet. Essentially, he's so smart that he can predict anything anyone ever does. So, that's what he did. He predicted us.
Yeah, but at the same time, he was also full of himself.
Yes.
So, how true is that statement?
I mean,
Yes.
if you knew what everyone was going to do, wouldn't you be a little full of it?
Yes, but there's got to be some way he was able to get that, or get there. It couldn't just be, hey, I'm so smart, I can just all of a sudden predict where everyone is.
Well, most likely he had to learn how to do that.
Bingo. So, I don't know if you're, well, if you're up to the task or if you're able to, but do you think you could ask him about that?
Alright. Hale is going to pull out the Supreme Scry Ball and try and spot Supreme through it.
You see Supreme in his usual hole, sitting, staring, doing nothing.
Supreme,
What?
can you teach me how to see into the future like you?
No.
He looks back to George. He said no.
Well, you asked him to teach you how to look into the future. I wanted you to ask him how was he able to do that?
Oh. Supreme, how are you able to look into the future?
Unlike organic minds, I was able to modify mine into the point that I could.
Joe looks back to George. He modified himself until he was able to predict the future.
Huh. Was it via magic or just by technology?
She will ask the same question to Supreme.
I do not run off of magic.
She looks back to George. Technology.
Okay. That's all I kind of wanted to ask.
She nods.
Adel, as you continue to scry him, you will hear the sound of creaking joint as Supreme slowly stands.
Oh,
Nani?
Something has gotten his attention.
What?
Why are you standing?
Things to do.
What things?
Think it is unimportant for you.
Something has gotten his attention.
I think it's very important, Supreme. I could help you, or
As you say that, he raises his arm as his rifle comes out and he shoots the scry orb.
man, that was before I could even roll persuasion. Well, no frown. Supreme is up to something.
Who is he now?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm probably gonna regret this, but now I'm curious. And George is gonna try to scry Supreme.
Okay. You scry Supreme, and you see he is walking towards the ruins of his tower.
Just towards the ruins. I can't really tell like where exactly he's going.
He is heading towards the ruins of his tower.
All right. And for as long as he can, George is just going to keep the scrying going so he can see what exactly he does, for as long as he could.
As you begin moving the scry orb after Supreme, much like he did with Adel, he moves his hand towards you, and you see the rifle come out of his hand as he fires it at the scrying eye and destroys it as well.
Well, that's what he's doing. He's heading to the ruins of his workshop. So
Well, I hope that he just doesn't attempt to do what he did before.
if whatever Mark said to him got through to him, then I would hope not.
I can't predict his actions, so I don't know.
I mean, it was to be a machine, and when a machine experiences their first emotions, actually, I don't know what happens to them. The first one he probably experienced was grief from Mark, so. Speaking of, have you tried at all to check in on Tempest? Or at least to see what he's up to?
Truth be told, I've been too scared to.
Are you okay with just letting him go about whatever he's doing unchecked?
No. I'll check tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to get myself a short nap, and then if anything happens or you need to do anything, just let me know.
Alright.
I'm just gonna head upstairs.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Lucy is still explaining to Hoppy about her eternal love, Zarnak. Hale is going to start. Actually, he's going to. This poor guy. Walk over to the bartender.
He will look to you as you approach.
Hello.
Aye.
I'm going to ask you an odd question. Please don't take it the wrong way.
Okay.
Can I use your blood to make a blood elemental?
He just looks at you and then looks over your shoulder at Hubert, who he's fairly certain is a vampire. He just goes, "No."
I promise it is not going to hurt you or anything.
And what happens if I don't?
Nothing. Adel, I think it's you're making the man uncomfortable.
But come now. It's not like we didn't save your life or anything.
Adel,
What?
I thought you'd be above extortion.
I'm not extorting him. I'm just reminding him that we helped him.
And Jubilee will just cross her arms.
Fine. Elsa sighs while crumpling and heads back to her chair. Am I gonna...
Jubilee will turn to the bartender. I am so sorry. She really was being honest, but she can be a little bit pushy when it comes to projects she's trying to accomplish.
He does not seem to be listening to you as he is looking at Hubert.
Oh god, what is Hubert gonna do to
It
him?
looks at Hubert.
Hubert is very calmly walking back to Adelsurde.
What did he do? What did he say when Adel and Jude weren't looking?
He's not a vampire, I swear. Walks away. Hubert, what did you do?
If I had done something, the man would be named.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything. You would have heard me. Hubert then smiles to you, showing off his newly grown fangs.
Adel, do you see that?
El looks to Hubert. What?
Hubert. Wrong, Jubilee.
Yeah, Jubilee, what's wrong?
You guys cut out for a bit, so I heard none of that.
Oh. El just looks to Hubert and then looks back to Jubilee. What's wrong?
Hubert has fangs now.
Hubert's had fangs for a while.
Do I keep it serious or do I go for the joke line? What else do those fangs do?
They bite people.
If I could emote in this, I'd be doing the, chin lip bite emote.
Jubilee,
Yes.
I want you to go out into the city and try and get volunteers that would give me a blood for the Blood Elemental Army.
Alright, but,
Don't come back until you have at least 5 volunteers.
so you're kicking me out forever. Got it.
Clock's ticking.
You do realize that I can't do that without, causing chaos, and then that becomes an issue with the king, the person in charge here, right? Oh well, I tried to warn you. She's gonna go do the order still, but it's like, well, I tried to tell you.
And a little huff and then just look back to Hubert. A nerve of some people.
What do you mean, my lady?
I don't know.
In other words, what the heck did Jubilee actually do wrong?
Ada is jealous and she doesn't know why.
You gave her an impossible task out of jealousy. Though
That's rather mean of you.
I'm not jealous.
Oh, then I can go and invite her back.
No. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. Did you cast a spell on me?
I'm not sure. No, I think you have.
I don't know.
But I do believe you have always been smitten with me since you've seen me.
Especially with those two. I mean, that's just.
I knew it.
Please.
Just in the doorway. I knew it.
Shut up! Alright. I think I need to take a long bath and then go to sleep.
It's the middle of the day, my lady.
I don't recall stuttering. A very long, very cold bath.
Very well.
At least he's gonna swag over to the bartender.
The bartender looks to you and goes, "Oh no, another one."
We just don't leave this poor guy alone.
Other one. There's only one
Yeah.
beastie.
I'm that goblin. There's a goblin running around the city named Tuk Tuk.
Oh, him. He nice.
Uh-huh.
He has good riddles.
Uh-huh.
He too scared to answer my riddle, though. You like riddles?
Okay. I have a feeling no matter how I answer, you're going to tell me it anyway.
Smart. So, she smirks. You can't answer this one. What has 4 legs in the morning, 5 legs in the afternoon, and 4 legs again in the evening?
I don't know.
Correct. You're
Oh my
smart.
god.
He just stares at you for this.
You know what? Me tend not to do this, but here. And she's going to place down the fedora top hat. For you. For answering riddle correctly.
He stares at the weird amalgamation hat fusion as he has absolutely no idea how this thing could have been tailored.
Who are you people?
Beastie looks to his confused expression, but then sighs like a mother does when their child is confused, like, no, silly. You do it like this, she says, and she just stands on the bar and places the hat on his head.
He does not resist you, as he is too afraid to.
So, bartender,
I'm an innkeeper.
what inn do you keep?
This inn,
How do you keep it?
I just keep it nice, tidy, and good for the customers.
Who did you take it from?
My family built it.
So you're an inn builder, not innkeeper. You keep something you take.
I didn't build it.
Who built it?
My family.
You not in your family?
Just because my family built it doesn't mean that I did.
Then who did?
My great-grandfather.
Oh. Your father is great and grand.
Sure.
He's, he hopes to be great and grand someday. Me think me
Okay.
getting there. You know, she points to herself. During fights with King, me kill 100 people.
He just stares at you, horrified to this knowledge.
And me almost kill the king, she says as she takes out her sword and like pantomime smacking the king with the flat side of it. Like this.
Please don't brandish weapons in my inn.
She looks back. Me not brandishing, me just holding sword.
That's called brandishing, beastie.
Oh. Brandishing sounds like salad. And she'll put this sword away. But me beats up king. Be very strong. You know king have weird golden shield thingy?
You need to roll intimidation.
What? She's not trying to though. Oh dear.
You may not be trying to, but you're succeeding.
But me smack him like pow, and then me kill others like slash and gab, and they were like arr, arr, and ooh, and gurgling noises. It was very fun. How you have fun, innkeeper? Sorry, you got really roboty for a moment. Can you say that again? Sure. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? Oh, it's me that's having connection issues.
Can't hear anything.
There we go.
Oh, there it
Yay!
Jesus Christ, I had 5,000 ping for a second.
Discord had
Wait,
a stroke
that wasn't
again.
just me?
No.
Alright.
Yeah, I left because I thought it was me going berserk again.
But yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
He is just letting you talk as he is too afraid to interrupt you.
But
Smile and nod.
she just crouches down on the bar and like rests on her knuckles like a gorilla while looking to him. How you have fun, innkeeper?
They just sit and do nothing.
That's boring.
He just slowly shrugs to this.
Come, she says as she stands and gestures for him to get on the bar table. We spar. That fun.
I have to go check on my inventory, he says, heading towards the basement hatch.
Okay, we can spar while you do that. It'd be fun.
No, only
Is the-
employees are allowed down in the basement, he says, going in and shuts the hatch.
She'll try and open it.
It is locked.
Beastie will huff and then just walk back behind the bar and take a look around.
Beastie, get away from behind that man's bar.
What? They just looking.
This
It's not-
classifies as unlawful entry.
It's also could classify as trespassing.
She shrugs. If he no want me be here, then he would tell me not to be here.
I can say for a fact that he probably doesn't want you there.
Then why he don't say anything?
Because he's currently looking at his inventory.
Then, when he come back from looking at inventory, he can tell me to leave. In the meantime, and she gonna look around.
You see bottles of various alcohols, waters, preserved foods such as jerky. You see a few select cheeses.
And she stands. Priest!
Yeah, what?
He has holes in his wheel. You have fix. And she raises the cheese.
Where is he?
You go check on inventories.
You really shouldn't be behind the man's counter while he's away. You know
Or
while
tell
he's
me
here.
not to be here. But look, and she raises the cheese wheel. We need fix his wheel.
Beastie, that's food.
She looks to it. Oh no, and she shakes her head. Me not falling for that again. Me already ate one wagon, and Zardak got mad.
That doesn't go on a wagon. Please put that back where you found it.
But it's wheel.
It's a wheel of cheese. It's for eating, not for wagging.
First me'd be told not to eat wheels. Now you telling me wheels for eating? He's so confused.
Not all wheels are for eating, just this kind.
She looks
Only
incredibly...
this kind is for eating.
She looks incredibly perplexed.
It doesn't make much sense either. That's why sometimes people call it a circle of cheese. It's not a wheel. It's not a wheel, technically.
Joe, look at it. Oh, yes, it does make sense. Joe put the wheel...
Please put it back, though. It is the owner's food, so it would be rude to take it.
Joe put it away. Actually, she's gonna look around to see if there's something that says how much the cheese is.
What? There is no price tag on the cheese.
What, he doesn't have a written menu?
No!
Oh!
That's not how inns in this time work.
Just wait for the owner to come back, then you can ask how much it is to buy it. Scalodius, for once, actually using his brain.
He's gonna go for a knock on the hatch.
You get me some supplier.
Innkeeper,
Wait for the...
how much is cheese?
Get no reply.
BC,
looks
please
bad.
leave the man alone. He's clearly busy.
You say it no half price, it free.
That's not how that works.
Beastie,
Yes?
I'm gonna try to say this in a way that hopefully you get it. You're technically right now causing chaos. And remember how Tuk Tuk said he doesn't want that?
And she seems to like...
Scalodius looks like he puts two and two together. If someone were to take food from your nest, what would you do?
Kill them!
But you don't want them to take it from your nest, right?
We would tell them not to take it.
But what if you were away and then someone took something from your nest? Was it still yours?
Yes.
So then if you took this man's wheel of cheese without paying for it...
There's a ticking noise before there's finally a ding, and she nods. Oh, we understand.
There's now 3 of me.
Huh?
Look at the bar.
Oh.
I don't see 3 of you.
Nani?
King Metal Man!
Yeah,
Joe
that's
run
what
over.
I see.
Jubilee just walks in. He just walked past me in here. Oh dear.
He's gonna run over. King Metal Man!
Hi.
Where you been?
Alright. He just like, oh, here and there.
How is here and there?
It was fine.
You all Jubilee. Anal!
Adol, who was in the middle of her very long, very cold bath, will hastily dress herself and head down. What is it?
Nilo literally just walked in.
She looks over. King Nilo?
He just literally strolled right past me as I was waiting outside to get donations. And yeah, I was just as shocked as you were. He walked by like nothing happened.
King Nilo, where have you been?
Oh, hi. Honestly, it's been an ordeal.
What happened?
After I tried to use my ether, it seemed to have warped me. I was in a place that had a bunch of floating islands. I got attacked by
I got attacked by various creatures. When I reappeared, I think I appeared in a Hydra's cave.
Of course.
What?
Dad continuously said you were okay and not to worry about it, but of course he was being incorrect.
Oh.
Thorgrim's
I
gonna
was.
rush over.
Oh no, I was very fine.
Thorgrim's gonna rush over and run to King Nilo and say, "Hey, King Nilo, what's up? Up top!" And then he's gonna hold up his hand for like a high five.
Okay. Actually, no. He raises his hand and gives you a high five.
Yeah.
Your hand comes back down. It's all gnarled like in the cartoon.
He
His hand explodes. Oh God, not again.
he then leans over to you, Adelsarde, and whispers very quietly, "Who is she?" while pointing toward Beastie, as he does not appear to remember Nilo.
Or Nilo does not remember Beastie.
Yeah, he does not appear to remember who Beastie is, as I remember that Nilo had a hard time keeping track of NPCs in the previous campaign.
Yeah, the player does not have a good memory, and that carried over to Nilo.
Come on,
Well, usually I'm gonna pick up that feat where I just remember, where the character remembers things I don't.
King Nilo, she's the goblin that you sparred last time we met.
He sits there and thinks about it. He goes,
So,
This man's a king. How does he function?
that's what I'm starting to wonder. But how did you find us here?
I totally meant to.
Adel just
I
gives
feel
him a
like
flat.
Julie needs her old insight on that.
Yeah, I guess Adel's gonna do that too.
Bullshit meter, go.
He found you on complete and total accident.
Well, you,
Even Adel can tell.
were you even looking for
Nilo
us,
does
King
not have a
Nilo?
good poker face.
Yes. He was not.
King Nilo, she says, almost like a disappointed sibling.
Well, look at it this way, Adel. He's definitely on the same wavelength as your father, that's for sure.
Yes, and Charlie as well.
Where is Charlie?
He ran off, remember? Oh,
Oh, yeah.
actually,
Looking for him, right?
I don't think so. But King Nilo, how many times can you cast Greater Restoration?
A fair few.
Perfect.
A lot more, because he has the wish spell at hand, too.
Do you think you could do it to every single person that's every single golden statue which is within this city?
How many is that?
Approximately 1,000.
No,
Well,
I don't have that much magic.
well, how many of them can you heal?
A day?
I said how many, not how quickly.
Yeah, and I'm asking how many a day? Question mark.
Yes.
The 3.5 spell sheet, so it's gonna be all sorts of fucked up.
5, 7, 9.
9. Oh, I know a loophole he could probably do though.
Sorry, did he say how many?
He said 9.
Oh. Well, that's only around the same as me. That's fine. The clerics will be able to take care of it when they get here.
Okay.
So, King Nilo, we need help.
With...
A demon that's going to come within 3 days in order to hunt us some friends of ours.
Of all the things you could be like him about, why is it this one?
Huh? Was father also hunted by demons or something?
He got...
In more ways than one.
He got into a lot of trouble all the time over everything.
Well,
Always.
it wasn't me that got into trouble, it was my friend.
Okay.
But either way, he's going to be here in 3 days. Guess if you can travel with us and help us when he gets here, that would be appreciated.
Roll persuasion.
Bro, what's he gonna say if he says no?
It's more the DM doesn't want to give you a 20th level character following you about.
I mean, that is fair.
But he says, I suppose I can.
Thanks, Nyla. Another thing. Do you have a way to travel between the realms?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because how else would I have found you with your Patriot whenever you sent him to find me?
I don't know. Well, either way, I'm glad because I had to blow up my method of transportation between the realms.
How did you use it?
And she'll just flare her dark ether from her hand with this.
That doesn't tell me how.
Well, it was powered by light ether. I mixed the two together. It's exploding.
He just stares at you, as you can tell he is slowly realizing that you are, in fact, Obi's daughter.
It's not like I had a choice. If I didn't do that, we all would have died. What? I am being serious. We were in a big fight with like over 100 soldiers. And a king that can turn people into gold by touching them with his golden hand.
But Uncle Nilo, I'm serious.
He just watches you for a minute before going, "Where's the innkeeper?"
Bestial points in this direction. You going to take care of inventory.
Why is he doing that when he has customers?
Me don't know. Me try having a conversation with him because me trying to be nice and then he left.
Right.
Me even give him one of my hats.
Okay. He seems a little confused by this statement, but does not question it further.
Also, oh,
Hello.
Oh, hello. I don't think I know you.
Oh, nice to meet you. My name's Otto.
I'm Nyla.
Oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Nilo. And this is Hoppy.
Hello, Hoppy. Hoppy waves.
I just
Nervously
want to
crunching into the bar.
to provide some context for why the why the innkeeper is hiding. So pretty much, I unfroze a statue here that was frozen, and it kind of caused the entire kingdom to want to hunt us down like criminals. And that innkeeper witnessed that, and pretty much had a bunch of guards bust in here. So I think he's kind of traumatized from everything, and we were the ones that kind of caused that.
I see.
Yeah. Also, I
But-
died.
Oh. Are you okay?
But
Honestly, no.
Well, do you want to talk about it?
That's okay. I already have Hubert and friends that I can talk to about it. I'm just kind of processing things.
Well, I mean, talking about it, especially with a neutral party, can be a way to help relieve any stress or the like that you may have.
As he says neutral party, Otto will look around to literally almost everyone in the party still here.
Nilo will also look to the rest of the party and then just go away. And he says it exactly like that to you all.
Well, I was gonna get up and we'll do just that. Go away to
Well,
go back to our
I don't
bath.
wanna, I didn't want to. Okay.
All right. Later, King. Later, Rabbit Bro. And goes over here.
It's just Nilo.
Beastie is gonna look to now and say, "You owe me rematch, Metal King, man," and does a "I see you" motion with 2 fingers before heading off.
Elvie looks like she was about to like do the old like anime grab you by the ear and drag you away thing. But noticing Beastie walk away, we'll just politely bow to Nilo and just calmly walk away.
Otto's ears will kind of flop down as he wasn't intending on ruining the conversation that they were having.
Oh, don't worry. They can talk later. He says, patting the arsenal next to it. Besides, I'm the one who ruined it. I told him to leave.
Okay.
Now, what's on your mind?
Death is scary.
Yes, it is very scary. He says as he faces towards the wall, so that y'all's conversation is more difficult to understand, more difficult to overhear. And says, "I've died a handful of times, and it's not fun." He says as he, unlike everyone else who's talked about it, seems to actually be pretty bothered. I've also brought people back to life, and it's hard to deal with.
Huh. So how was it the first time you died?
I don't remember exactly how it happened, but when I did die, it was in a dark area. I was in a dark area, surrounded by cold. I could feel everything getting colder, and then I was brought back by one of my friends. It was very rough. I don't know what would have happened if I had stayed gone longer, but it's not easy to think about.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it either. I actually hate thinking about it. I like working on my stuff.
The problem is that the more you avoid it, eventually it will come to fruition and force itself to be thought about. You're not fixing the issue. You are merely trying to stay away from it. And it will eventually surface, and make itself be taken care of. So, the sooner you can process the information and find a healthy way of functioning, it makes day-to-day life better. That way you don't consume yourself with mindless projects. Like running from each adventure to the next trying to solve problems.
Hey, there's a problem with that?
Well, no, not necessarily. But when it's the only thing you do for several years of your life, always looking to try and fix every problem ever, like I did, it can come to the forefront that you might be avoiding what you need to do to get back into a healthy mindset.
Huh. Okay.
Because consuming yourself with work will keep the problem solved in the short term, but in the long term, it's just going to build up that feeling, and eventually the feeling will need to be handled. You need to think about it. You need to come to terms with it. And once you find a way to deal with these emotions in a healthy manner, get them out into the open, talk about them, and express them, the less you'll muddle it up and the less it will eventually eat away at you. Basically, you don't need to hide it. You don't need to hide that you're scared. You don't need to hide that it bothers you. You can talk to it. And although not everyone is going to feel the same way as you, I can tell these people care about you. They'll respect the way you feel, and I'm sure they'll take precautions to ensure you don't die again if it bothers you that much. You know?
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Kind of looks over to Lethal Agreement's Glodius.
Because I can tell everyone here cares about you. They care about you a lot. And it's not fair to yourself to hide away the emotions you're feeling. It's not fair to them for you not to express what you're feeling. So, if dying scared you, and if the idea of dying scares you, you need to let them know so that they can protect you better. So that they can do what they want to do to help you feel better, to make sure you don't have to feel this way again. That's what I did for my friends. I protected them. I healed them. I made sure that they didn't die. And again, that way they didn't have to feel the way that I did. That was my way of slowly coming to terms with my emotions. But if your idea is tinkering, I would suggest continuing to tinker. Don't let it be the only thing you do. Play with your friends. Play tag with Hobby. Play chess with LV. Spar with Hubert, I think his name is. Do something else to enjoy. But to make sure that you keep your life enriched rather than stagnating with only one thing.
Huh. Okay. I think I can do that.
Do you want to explain how else it made you feel to get it out of your system?
Not really. I think it's been somehow it's already been a really long day, and it's still only the morning.
That could also be from the feelings that you've been feeling.
Huh. So, maybe.
It is draining. And if you you get it out a little now, you may be able to get it out a little. Process these emotions. That's what I would recommend.
Huh. Okay.
Just don't bother with it.
Yeah. I won't. I think I might maybe talk to Thorben about it because I think he might understand where I'm coming from a little bit.
He nods. He nods to this, smiles and says, "I hope I've helped you at least a little bit, son. I may not be the smartest person, but I try to help where I can. I always try to bring power where it works.
Well, I appreciate the help.
Anytime."
Hey, also step away. Then heading over to Thorgrim.
I think he's burped presently.
Yeah, that's fine. Wasn't be time for other people to do what they wanted to do. I'm sorry.
Okay. It was Otto's moment to shine. Eventually, the innkeeper will return, seeing a new guest that he goes and politely handles. Nilo will pay for a meal and a drink and a bedroom to stay in. Welcome back, Thorgrim.
Thank you.
A rabbit man is approaching you.
Oh. Hey, Rabbit Bro, what's up?
Huh? Talk to you about something?
Yeah, sure. Pull up a chair, sit down, you know. What's up?
That's pretty much you know about, the me dying and all, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. I know it's never easy. No matter how many times it happens. and as soon as he says that, there's an image, like a montage of all the times he's died.
Yeah. I don't just wanted to ask what keeps you going through it all.
Well, let me tell you something, bud. Every person is going to have different reasons for doing what they do. I, personally, my reasons for doing what I'm doing is, well, reason one is all these people, and he gestures to everyone else in the group, seated in their various locations. And reason two is, well, I gotta get back to my family.
Huh. Well, I guess those would be good reasons.
Yeah, I'm not someone who has any, grand design or anything. I just want to see people I love safe, you know. Thorgrim will reach over a big dwarven hand and put it on Otto's shoulder and say, "What about you, dude? What makes you happy? What is your reason for being around?"
And I think mainly I've been wanting to just see the world more, like being outside of the wilds or outside of like my dad was from, and then maybe actually being able to eventually see my birth parents.
Well, that sounds like some pretty damn good reasons to not kick the bucket early, you know?
And also dying is scary.
Oh, hell yeah, it's real scary, you know? There's a lot of really bad ways to die as well, but like you gotta, instead of focusing on when you're gonna die, why you're gonna die, how you're gonna die, how about you focus on this instead? You've already given me reasons why you don't want to die, so instead focus on those. If you're ever in a situation where you're in danger and you feel like you're gonna get hurt or even meet your maker, then you think to yourself, I gotta see the world. I gotta see my family. And then you take as many steps as you can to avoid dying so you can see the world and see your family. Got it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Good. Admittedly not one for pep talks and all that, but hope that helps, I guess.
Yeah, I think it definitely did help.
Good. And hey, if you ever need to talk about stuff, I know I'm a bit of a dumbass. I know I do a bunch of silly things, especially with that one.
I'll nod in agreement with everything you said.
Yeah, rapid agreement. And I know I do a bunch of silly shit with that one, once accused me, sitting on the bar. Well, but I've lived a long life and I've seen a lot of shit. And I have reasons to keep on living. And if you need reasons to keep on living, talk to me and I'll point them out for you. Because everyone has a reason to be. Everyone has their, thing that makes them tick. And if you forget what yours are, you come to me and I'll remind you. Sound good?
Okay.
Good. Anything else you need, bud?
I think I'll be okay.
Good.
You wanna-
Looking out for you, buddy.
I appreciate that.
Right.
Lana will go back to his seat. Hoppy will follow, and he'll continue to tinker with his voice box.
Hoppy, who remembers you being told to chill out with the tinkering, just stands over you and stares down.
What?
He just continues to stare.
I'll then look at his tinkering, his project, look at back at Hoppy. Look back at his project, look back at Hoppy. Oh. Well, I don't really know what all I can do now, other than just sit here.
Hoppy does not go to stop you. Does not go to stop you from your tinkering. He's just watching you judgmentally.
Otto will slowly look back at his project and continue to tinker for now. And I'll say, once everyone's well rested, I'll probably start asking them to do other things. Does that work for you?
Hoppy watches and gives a slow nod.
Okay.
Right. Well, it's time for us to call it here. So, before we end the session, what is everyone doing for the remainder of their downtime for the day? Not everyone all at once now.
Oh, I was muted this whole time, sorry. Adel is going to try something. When making a magic scroll, she's going to try and push dark ether into it to see what happens.
Okay.
And Beastie, upon seeing the return of the innkeeper, is going to start pestering him
Oh,
again.
God. Oh, God.
Mainly wondering how inventory is doing. And how much for a wheel of cheese. Also, did he know that his wheel was broken? Also, what kind of wheels do people eat anyway? And whether or
Oh my
not
fucking
it's
God.
a wheel is really a circle because it's like a 3D object instead of a 2D one.
Beastie, was it?
Yeah?
I have a challenge for you.
Yeah?
Go see how many times you can run around the city in before sunset, and I will give you a fantastic prize if you can beat the number that I have come up with in my head.
And what number
Oh
is
my
that?
God.
It is a number that I will keep secret until you finish doing this.
She will rest on the bar like a gorilla once again and just peer at Nilo very, very closely until her face is like an inch from his. And she's like, okay.
Yeah,
And she hops off and goes to do it.
As you get close, he just goes, "The clock's ticking."
Okay. And she goes off to go and do that.
I love how it looks like it's just like, wait a minute. Okay.
All right. What about
You
the rest
didn't.
of you?
Louis just chilling at the table. Think. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
So he's gonna nurse a drink and is going to occasionally look across the table at Otto, see what he's doing, kind of just keep him watch over him, dad dwarf style. And LD would like to resume working on the staff she had started a while ago.
Okay. Roll Arcana. And Adelsarde, what spell scroll are you trying to make?
Well, she'll continue with the theme of today, Greater Restoration.
All right. You cannot make that because you do not have a spell slot for it.
You need spell slots to make a... Okay. She'll make a heal spell.
You want to use one of mine?
Do you have a spell slot for heal?
Yeah, she has her 6 and 7 spell slots still.
Okay.
Then you would have a spell slot. You can use higher ones for greater restoration. You know that, right?
You can?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
So yeah, you can use one of them for the greater. You fool!
It
I
will
didn't
be
know that.
It'll be a 6th level greater restoration, but yes.
The amount
What
of times
does an
I've upcast things, I thought you'd pick up on this.
Yeah, but what does an upcasted Greater Restoration even do?
I think it targets one extra creature.
Really? I didn't know that.
Well, even if it doesn't have an extra effect, you can still use higher level spell slots if you are out of that level.
Oh, it
You
does
just can't use lower level ones.
It does absolutely nothing if you upcast it.
It's just,
But-
well, I don't have 5th, but I have a 6th level slot, might as well use it.
Yep. I had to do that before.
Which, by the way, I have 7th level slots, but I have no 7th level spells because I switched a class.
Alright.
What class I'm leveling up?
Alright. Adelsarde, you will need to roll Arcana.
Alright.
And Jubilee did offer to help you if you accept.
Accepted. Fuck.
Maybe that's what you need to clear your mind? I don't know.
Roll a
Shut up.
D100.
Oh boy.
Alright. So as you are working, you try to push Dark Ether into it, and you see the Dark Ether course across the letters that you are writing, but you do not know the effect that it may have.
Okay, general thought, Adel.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea to try to use Dark Ether in a healing type spell. Just a thought.
That is a fair point.
There's
Yeah,
a
I
chance-
don't think it's gonna work the way you think it's gonna work.
There's a chance that it may do something useful.
True, but it's most likely not gonna do what's intended.
We don't know that.
Elle's going to, like, think for a moment. And she's going to surge her Dark Ether and cast Heal on herself to see what happens.
Roll a D100.
She gonna fucking die.
As you are at full HP, you do not know the extent that it may have enhanced the spell.
Fuck. I didn't take that. It's 4 o'clock in the morning for me. My brain stopped working.
I think we're fried at this point, man.
My lady, are you flustered?
I think my brain has stopped working.
Can you look at me for a minute?
She'll look to Hubert.
He smiles going off his fangs to you. He is very clearly intentionally messing with you.
All I'm saying is you don't know don't knack it till you try it.
You people are freaks.
You're damn right.
I think I'm going to go and take a nap. Hey, thanks for watching the video until the end. If you want to see more of my stuff, click on either the vids on screen or check out my YouTube channel. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and check the description for more places to follow me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you.